Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Dad's Turn to Talk. My name is Bob, and we're going to have a fun one tonight. This is one that I've been looking forward to, as last week we had the opportunity to talk about that gem of a movie starring that famous actor, Jean-Claude Van Damme. So we got to talk about Bloodsport last week. This week, we are going to be talking about Michael, and this is one that I've really been looking forward to, especially being that the film just came out and all of us have seen it, and we had that huge divide between the critics and the audience. So really looking forward to talking about this one. We're also going to be getting into some entertainment news, as well as we're going to be discussing our 5 favorite Michael Jackson songs. Now, before we get into all that, just a reminder to everyone to go ahead and hit that like button, share the stream, go ahead and comment in the chat. We would love to hear your thoughts. And with that being said, let's go ahead and introduce our guest tonight. Lily, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing great. Guys, at this point, I think I'm just like a recurring panelist. I'm here every 3 weeks. But you know what? I'm not even mad at it. I'm not even mad at it.
Always welcome. Always welcome.
Anytime. We always look forward to having you.
Yeah.
Yes, I always have so much fun with you guys. So I'm so ready for this one. Oh, this is such a good movie.
That's going to be a fun one to talk about. Josh, how are you doing tonight?
I am doing awesome, Bobo. It's been a good week so far. I'm really excited to talk about this movie. And even I was thinking the other day, God, the month of May and June is going to be awesome when it comes to like how many movies we're going to see. I am psyched for it. It's going to be cool.
All right. Derek, how are you doing tonight?
It's fine until Josh was here, but
I know. You already snapped at me 5 times.
Well, that's par for the course, Josh.
Yeah, I was about to say, what else is new?
I know. What else is new?
Other than that, I'm good, Bob. Doing well. I was not feeling well this weekend, and thank goodness I recovered from that. I'm not going to get into the details because that'll make everybody throw up, which I already was doing this weekend. So let's move on.
Well, glad you're feeling a lot better, man.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
All righty. Well, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into some news here. All right. So just some of the news from this weekend. It appears that Michael dominated the box office despite the critics and them blasting this film. And we also got a House of the Dragon season 3 teaser trailer. So the first thing we want to go ahead and get into the box office here. Let me go ahead and share my screen. All right, you guys see that?
Yep.
All right, so this is from the Hollywood Reporter. It says box office stunner, Michael over the moon with record 97 million for a U.S. opening and 219 globally. This is actually the top launch ever for a biopic domestically after it passes Oppenheimer, as well as the biggest global opening for a music biopic, overcoming the one of the biggest divides between audiences and critics. And we talked about that a little bit last week, in which when we were talking about it last week, the critics on Rotten Tomatoes had it at a 38%, and the audience pretty quickly I got it up there. I think it was at 97% last I saw. So a pretty big divide between the critics and the audience. Just some of the numbers here. It does say that it was officially 97.2 million domestic opening with 121.6 foreign launch for a total of 218.8 million. So Michael beat out expectations by nearly 30 million in North America. Like I said, it also beat out Oppenheimer. It did eclipse Bohemian Rhapsody. As far as some other films against Lionsgate's other films, it was the 6th biggest debut ever behind the Hunger Games installments and the final Twilight film. So This was pretty big. It actually scored a bigger opening than Project Hail Mary, but it is behind the Super Mario Galaxy movie. And speaking of those two films, just to kind of look at numbers that we've got on those, let's see. The Super Mario Galaxy movie is sitting at 871 million globally. They're saying that it looks like it's going to hit that 1 billion mark. And Project Hail Mary is sitting at 613.3 million. So, what do you guys think here? Do you think this is, an anomaly, or do you think that we're actually seeing a return to glory for the box office here?
Who's starting us off here?
You know what, Lily, why don't you open up?
I don't even think this has anything to do with like the box office or movies or anything. I think this is all Michael Jackson. I don't know if you guys have been seeing all the videos of people watching it all over the world, and everybody's like dancing in their seats and singing along. And I think people just remember that like Michael Jackson's music is so awesome, and it makes a lot of people really happy. And I mean, we did see that Project Hail Mary had a really big opening earlier this year. So people are looking for movies that I think, I don't know, make you feel good right now with everything going on in the world. Like everybody's just trying to get away from all of it. And if you can sit in a movie for 2 hours, that kind of makes you happy. Why not? But personally, I think it's all Michael Jackson.
All right. Josh, what do you think? You think this is an anomaly? You think it's all Michael Jackson? You think we're seeing a return to glory here?
I totally agree with Lily. I think this is Michael Jackson. I think the way his nephew plays him in this gives you that, what word am I looking for? Almost like that retrospect and that good feeling, and that everyone wants to go and see it and see what, this is about. Now, there's people that I've talked to who basically have said, nope, I can't, I'm not seeing this. There's too many negative things about him. I'm not seeing it. I absolutely love this movie. And yes, I would hope maybe that you would have a return to cinema. Can this hit $1 billion?
I don't know about that, because they did say it scored higher than Project Hail Mary, but it scored less than the Mario movie. And the Mario movie's at, what did I say? It was 871 million right now.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
And they're saying that one will most likely break $1 billion. So
I don't know.
Did China's numbers already come in for the box office?
Oh, good question.
that's a good question. Let me look that up here. Well, Derek, what do you think? Will I look that up?
So I'm actually going to take the opposite approach from Lily and Josh. I think this is actually a domino effect. I think that Project Hail Mary started all this. I think that Super Mario Brothers gave another reason for both parents and kids to go to the movies, and this was like the avalanche that just hit people and forced the rest and everybody else and those again to go out to the films. I know this may just be a hot time, and this may just be an anomaly, and all those things may be true. I'll give folks that, but I'm looking at this as a positive right now. I think the fact that we've had this trifecta of films to start even before the true summer season has started, even though April is, I guess, now the beginning of summer in terms of film. But yeah, great point there, Doge. J Doge. This is the same performance for a biopic, but biopics is a genre. They do, that's true, but not this one. We've come to see that. I think that this is something good that I hope keeps going, and we keep running a glory wave here during the summer. That's what I'm hoping for. Fingers crossed. Because those
you were asking about that those China numbers, Lily. Yeah. According to this, it says the film took top spot in China, with some sources reporting a strong 54.8 million on 1,200 screens. However, some others are citing as low as 4.8 million. So I don't know if they have the exact numbers, but it did open there. So it just depends on the source. My guess is it's probably somewhere in between the two.
Derek, do you remember what was it? God, when we were talking about Frankenstein, I think during the trailer, and we talked about if movie theaters were hurting, and that you said you needed like a grandiose event to take place and to bring people back into the theaters. Do you still believe that now, or do you think we've hit that? And
hold on. You're forgetting everything I said.
Of course I did.
Yes. Okay. What I said was they needed to change their business model to start.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Meaning that you have to give people more incentive just to, other than the movie itself, right? You can't just get up and go. You have to give people incentive to want to get up and go. That means you start, placing like big arcades on the side, like make it like a Dave and Buster's thing. Give incentives for like DoorDash, like things like that. If you want to order some food, you can eat it in the theater, stuff like that. If you want to do dinner in a movie, keep restaurants around and then give coupons and do it that way. Yeah. That was my initial thought there, Josh. Which I want to thank you for not remembering.
I could have sworn you said other stuff.
Well, no, what I also said was, if you want to make things feel like a big event movie-wise, then yes, they have to feel like big events. But this didn't feel like a big event because this was a surprise. I think with Project Hail Mary and then Michael to follow it. No one saw that coming.
No.
So that's why this is such a treat, is because we got two blockbusters back-to-back that were just so well done that you hope that good writing is going to keep following. Now, is that going to happen? Remains to be seen. But I want to be hopeful with all this.
It's because the thing that I mean with that, it has a lot to do with Michael Jackson, is that he spans several generations. Like my dad talks about the Jackson 5 and remembering him in the Jackson 5. That's one generation. My sister was a huge fan of his in the 80s. That's another generation. I remember him from the 90s. That's a third generation. So he's spanning 3 generations that just kind of not forgot his music, but because he's already been gone for a couple of years, that this was something that I think all of those generations kind of went, oh my gosh, like his music is so good. He has such great presence, and we haven't seen an artist like this in such a long time. Plus, now a lot of those generations have little kids. I've seen a lot of people taking their children and introducing them to Michael Jackson. Mm-hmm. So I feel like that's why I'm saying that it has a lot to do with Michael, because he spans several generations and several different albums that we all remember. So I think that's why it has a lot to do with just him as an artist. But I see where Derek is coming from too, that Project Hail Mary kind of started it, and then Super Mario Brothers, and then Michael. But it has a lot to do with Michael. Like he's a legend. Like you cannot forget that.
To that point, that 219 million globally, people tend to forget how worldwide he truly was.
Yeah.
We'll get into that later. But he was a worldwide superstar. Like everybody remembers him.
Oh God!
The ones that were ready for it anyway.
When he performed at the Super Bowl, that was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
God, I wish I saw him in concert.
I think a bunch of us do.
Yeah.
Okay, so like for me, I kind of agree with Lily on this, that I do think that a lot of the success on this is about Michael. Now, the reason why I think people were shocked at this is because they were lowballing the estimates. A lot of that had to do with the critics coming out and blasting it. And I think also a lot of that had to do with they overestimated how much the allegations might hurt the film, as well as the stories about reshoots and all of that. And I don't think they really took stock into the fan base that Michael Jackson still has. And like you said, Lily, he
Of course. Oh God.
Well, since you brought up Dixie, I want to say hey to everybody in the chat. We've been kind of
hey folks
typing it out, but hey to everybody, Meister, Caveat, Dixie,
hey, everyone.
All of you guys there. We see y'all there. But yeah, I do think that a lot of this is about Michael. Just he spans, like you said, generations, and people think fondly on that. And I don't think people want to look back on some of the allegation stuff. They want to remember the good stuff about it. And this film actually presents some of that. And we'll get into the film a little bit later, but I think that really helped. And I don't think the critics and those that estimate the box office were really taking that into account with this one. Now, as far as Project Hail Mary, that continues to be a success and it continues to have small drops because I think that was a really good film. And Super Mario, oh, come on, it's Super Mario. We talked about that. We all thought it was going to break $1 billion to begin with. So right. I'm wanting to say, I think this is more an anomaly than it is people going back to the theaters. I think that they did the right thing with Project Hail Mary, making it feel like an event that you had to go see on the big screen. And then with Michael, again, it feels like an event, especially for his fans. And then with Super Mario, that was a film that was going to be catered towards kids and families. And so that was going to draw people out. So I think we had a good run there. Like, I don't see The Devil Wears Prada 2 having this type of success. No. I don't see Mortal Kombat 2 having this type of success, even though I'm going to go see Mortal Kombat 2 and I'm excited to see it. I just don't think it's going to have this type of success. I think this is an anomaly, but I am hopeful because this is a good start to going into the summer.
Shame on you for the sequel of Devil Wears Prada and how you're not going to see that.
I mean,
I was going to go opening day, but
you're better than that.
Bob, you saw this movie twice already. You think you'll see it a third time?
What's that?
You think you'll see it a third time?
I might, especially because I don't think there's anything coming out this week that I really want to see. The only one I might be interested in is that shark movie that's coming out, Deep Water.
Oh, no, with Aaron Eckhart?
Yeah, I might do that just to and then tag Blaine on my review for that.
So, see it and love it. Blaine will love it.
Yeah, so I mean that's probably about the only one that I want to see. But I think Michael's going to probably have a run for a few weeks here at number one. I actually see this scoring higher than Mortal Kombat on opening weekend. I could be wrong on that, but I have a feeling that might be a close race for the number one spot. So
I'm curious what it does in its second week. Like you always say, Bob, we'll know its trajectory, don't you think?
Well, if you look at Project Hail Mary and you look at Super Mario and those two had very small drops. And then you look at, say, these projects that have been coming out of the MCU that have really steep drops on second week. And a lot of that is because a lot of those films are front loaded with the fans. These are films that appeal to normies a lot more.
Yeah.
And so I think that's why we're seeing smaller drops.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and also too, there's not many movies out these days, especially to your point, Bob, that you're willing to go and see twice. Get up out of your chair.
Yeah.
Pay up to go see twice and want to, like willingly.
Yeah.
Especially, tough times like, economically we're living in now just in terms of affordability. The fact that you're willing to go and do that again, a third time, that says a lot about this film.
Well, to be fair, I may use a free ticket if I go see it.
Fair enough. Also true.
I got that rewards program with Cinemark. I got enough points. I can get a free ticket. So.
I want to take my wife to see it, actually. I think she would love it. I literally like this movie, and it didn't feel like a long movie to me. Like
it's not. I mean, it's 2 hours.
No, but I mean, there were no periods of boredom, or it flowed very nicely, in my opinion.
Yeah, we'll get into all that here in a little bit. But anything else you guys want to add to the box office, or any thoughts on it?
Makes sense.
I'm just happy that this beat out Taylor Swift. Because I remember all the Swifties were like, Taylor Swift is better than Michael Jackson and Elvis and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, please. No, Taylor Swift is not.
Okay. Lily, more on that later. I've got a lot of thoughts about that too. A lot of thoughts.
Yeah, I mean,
that headline that it was it surpassed Beyonce and Taylor Swift in the box office for music concert movies or music movies, whatever. I was like, well, yeah, duh, it's Michael Jackson. Duh.
That's what it is.
There was no way Taylor Swift was going to beat Michael Jackson. I mean, come on. Look, people forget exactly how popular he was. I mean, at one point, he was arguably the biggest star on the planet. I mean, he's got the top selling record of all time. And then Bad, I think, is like number 5 or number 6 on that list.
Yep.
So, I mean, he's got 2 of they're in the top 10 of top selling records of all time. I mean, people were literally passing out at his concerts.
No,
I was just thinking that, yeah.
breakdowns.
People are still passing out at his concerts. People are still passing out at the theater.
Have you guys seen on YouTube the video of him back in 2002 when he kind of came back and he did he came out with the glove and the hat and did Billie Jean? Did you guys see this video? You could see it online.
I might have.
People like Reggie Miller was in the crowd. Macaulay Culkin was there. Oh my God, the old time actor Elizabeth Taylor was there, and people were going crazy, like crazy. And that was what, in 2002? And I mean, the movie did a great job depicting that about, passing out at the concerts.
Hey, Chelsea, how you doing?
So really
right.
good.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'll just say this. For those who think Taylor Swift could carry a candle to Michael, and I'll talk more about that later, I don't want to hear it. You will lose automatically here.
Oh,
right?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's it. That's okay. I'm done with that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into the next piece of news here. We did have a trailer for House of the Dragon Season 3 drop.
Yeah.
We got Matt Smith there. Says House of the Dragon Season 3 trailer teases major cut. It did state the actual release date, which is going to be in June. Did you guys watch the trailer?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So let's just get into it. What are your thoughts on the trailer? Josh, what'd you think of this?
Oh my God. It looks much better than last season. Like you and I were talking about before the show started, Bobo, that more violence, darker, which is something that I felt season 2 desperately lacked. And I like season 2. There just wasn't a lot of action. And I got to go back. I was like trying to remember everything that happened in season 2 because it's been a couple years. And
it has been. It's hard to believe that it's been 2 years because we talked about that premiere.
Yeah.
That was the first episode we had you on, Lily, and we were talking
That's right.
the premiere of season 2.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, Derek was a hero because Derek had not seen any Game of Thrones. And we actually brought him in to watch 1 or 2 episodes of this. And I don't know if you were here, Lily. He comes out and he had literally drawn like a tree with all the names, Targaryen and everything, trying to like figure it all out.
Wait, to be fair, I didn't draw the tree. I went to the HBO homepage that had the tree. And I kept it up the entire time I was watching.
Yeah, it is like.
Yeah, I remember you saying that you're like, man, I keep having to refer back to this, trying to figure out who everybody is.
Yeah.
And part of the problem is because everybody's named Aegon.
Yeah. And then, Chelsea, I totally forgot the new season was coming out. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people did because it's been 2 years and they hadn't really talked about it a whole lot. But I do think it's kind of cool that we got a Night of the Seven Kingdoms earlier in the year. And then now we're getting this. So we're getting a couple of Game of Thrones projects. So hopefully this one will live up to what that first season was, because we already got something great set in this universe earlier in the year, and I don't want it to fall off the cliff here. So
do we have 2 more seasons left of this, or is this the last season?
Yeah, I think there's 1 or 2 more is what they're saying.
Okay.
Because I think they've already confirmed a season 4. I just don't know if there's gonna be a 5th season or not.
Okay.
If anybody in the chat knows, mention that or let us know. But I think there's for sure 1 more. So.
I mean, you weren't happy last season, right, Bob, with Matt Smith's character, the whole being in the castle and all of that?
No, he didn't do anything. I mean, he was just sitting there. What was he having nightmares the whole time, and then just kind of sitting there afraid of everything? I mean, kind of sucked. Was such a cool character.
What was the finale? What happened in the finale? That's how long it's been.
Oh,
the dragons? Did the dragons?
No, the dragons were the next to the last episode.
That's when they attacked the sun, right? The one or the king. Oh God.
No, that are you talking about when they attacked the little boy? Because that was the end of season 1.
Okay, no. Then I'm trying to figure out season.
The end. Well, the next to the last episode is when they got all the dragons, where Rhaenyra got all the different dragons, and she got those dragon riders.
Yes.
And each one of them was able to get a new dragon for themselves. So, yeah. What is it that says that? Okay, so there's no ending to the book it's based on.
I read it. It's just a history, so to speak. And
all right, so that'll be kind of interesting to see how they kind of resolve.
Dixie, drive safely.
Yeah, safety first.
Safety first. Arrive alive.
Yeah, please don't crash, Dixie.
Yeah, please don't do that.
Don't blame me if it happens, please.
No, blame him if it happens.
Yeah, blame
please.
him. That's fine.
Oh, of course you will. Definitely. But
all right, Lily, what did you think of the trailer?
Well, I thought the trailer was awesome. I mean, this is what we should have gotten in season 2 already, because this was the battle that everybody was kind of waiting on. But we're finally getting it in season 3. But my only complaint is, why are they taking 2 years between seasons? This should be something that's coming out every year. It's ridiculous. I know they're big productions and they have a lot of CGI, but I mean, faster. Like, do it faster, because then people forget. And then the annoying thing is that, like, we all forgot what happened through the season, so now to catch up we have to go watch it all over again. Not everybody has time to rewatch an entire season. Like, come on, give me a break. That's what makes me mad about not just this show, but a lot of other TV shows that are new that are coming out. They give you 8 episodes and then they make you wait 2 years.
Yeah, it makes no. I agree with you, Lily. Makes
Why?
Like Stranger Things, you're waiting 3 years.
Yeah, Stranger Things. Everybody's already like 40 in Stranger Things. Like, they're not even kids anymore. Like, yeah, it takes you out of it. But
point of order with caveats comment there. It's always
Josh's fault. It's always. It's always going to be my fault.
Always.
You tell him, Derrico.
Okay, Thank you. Well, we got that out of the way. Go ahead, Liv.
Finally agree with us, Josh. There we go.
Yes, there you go.
But the trailer itself, awesome. I don't have any complaints about it at all. And yeah, see, Chelsea agrees with me. But yeah, no complaints at all. Everything looks amazing. Fantastic. I love it.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead and bring that up here, Derek. We do have a super chat. We want to.
Let's do it.
Yeah, bring that up, Derek.
Yep, we'll do.
All right, it's from Criticalist Cats for $10.
Yeah.
Hey, nerds. Hey, Derek, Bob, and Lily. Josh, you're the real star here, and we're still friends, even if you don't email me back.
Wait a minute, Blaine. I didn't get your email.
Dude, did you check your spam?
You have to. Okay, I will send me. I'll have.
No,
Bob
so he didn't check his spam.
Yeah, I check it all the time, but I get so much stuff in there.
Oh my gosh!
Just say thank you, Josh.
Okay, Blaine.
Josh with being too late for the rest of us. He's got too much.
Blaine, my heartfelt apologies. I will get your email address and send you an email. I really did not get it.
Never mind. Pull that back up real quick, Derek.
Will do.
He said that he's on Main Event, so he doesn't know what's going on. He's mentioned that when he streams over on Tuesday Night Main Event, sometimes he's there for like 4 or 5 hours.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no. Blaine.
He's got to get a new fix. He's got to get out of there.
You know what, Blaine, to make it up to you, I'm going to fly to wherever you live out in the boondocks, and we're going to sit and we're going to do a podcast together.
You can't fly to wherever he lives. You don't know where.
Josh, you'll get lost if you fly out there.
Yeah.
I'll have you go with me.
You know what? That on second thought, Josh, fly out there. Please fly out there.
I know which state he's in. That I do know.
Well, that we know.
Yes.
That's a big state.
Derek, what do you think of this trailer, man?
Okay, great trailer. Loved it. Had a great time with it. I still don't know who anybody is.
Okay.
I was trying to figure it out. I pulled up my tree again.
Yes.
And I still can't figure any of this out.
About 30 people have died since the last time you watched the show, Derek.
Yeah.
Like, you're not, believe me, it doesn't.
Yeah, that tree you pulled up is probably outdated.
Yeah. And it still makes
Good
no
Lord.
sense.
I even am trying to remember who's still alive.
Like 30 more people are gonna die this season, and you're still not gonna know
Yeah.
what's going on.
No.
You know, and one thing you didn't see, Derek, there in the trailer, you see the King Aegon. his face is all scarred up and whatnot,
Yeah.
and he's saying that he's going. But anyway, you see King Aegon's face all scarred up, and he says, "I'm going to kill my brother." You didn't actually see that because I think you only got through the first couple episodes. But I mean, there's that. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah. Look, I'm sure we'll do some reviews here. I'm sure I'm still not gonna know who anybody is. I'll still watch it, but I'm gonna feel like the dumbest kid in school when I
Hold on, Bob and Lily. Do you think Derek could get through Game of Thrones before this? Probably not, right?
No, I think he would like Game of Thrones, but it'd be one of those that he'd have to start from the beginning and kind of
That's
go.
what I mean. Could he get through the entire series before this starts? No, probably, right?
No, probably not before this starts, but you don't need to because this is a prequel.
Yeah.
Wait, but hold on. Is there homework?
No.
If you watch if you watch House of the Dragon season 1 and season 2, you're fine. You don't need to watch Game of Thrones. Actually, if you're gonna watch anything that's Game of Thrones oriented and you just want to have a good time, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Where there's I won't give it away, but because you haven't seen it, I'm not going to give away the plot on that one. I was just going to say a little tip for Derek. If you don't know a character's name, chances are they're probably named Aegon. So just
Wait, okay, no, you told me that once, Lily. Okay, I gotta remember that. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, Derek, just to let you know, this show, Game of Thrones, is so difficult at times to understand. After every episode, they actually had the directors go back and give a recap.
Well, to be fair, they're doing that on HBO with all their shows now.
Yeah.
They are?
They've been doing it with the pigs. They did it with the Penguin. They did it. They're doing it with every show.
Yeah, but
even on FX, Shogun, they would have the podcast that would follow. They would have same thing with Alien Earth. It's becoming a normal thing to have those podcasts or them actually talk about it. So.
Oh,
good on you for being honest, Meister. Good man.
What did you think?
As for me, I thought this was a really good trailer. It looks like there's gonna be a lot of action. Like you said, Lily, it's the battle everybody wants to see. And I haven't read the book, but you've been telling me like, hey, there's a big battle that's coming up, and so you're gonna love this. And you kept telling me during season 2, it's coming. And then when it didn't happen, I was like, where's this battle that you're talking about?
I felt so bad because I was like, next episode, and then they kept setting it up, and then it just never happened until the very last second of the last episode. I was like, really? We're gonna have to wait another 2-3 years for us to watch this again? Like, yeah, I was.
Lily,
it looks pretty good. I'm looking forward to seeing this. So,
Lily, did I ever tell you the story about when Bob had come in late to watching Game of Thrones? He watched it fast, but he didn't see it when it was live. And he what do you call it? And I kept telling him, okay, there's going to be an episode that is going to shock you. And he kept watching and watching. And finally the Red Wedding comes on. And he calls me and he goes, what the hell was that? And
I knew instantly that was the episode he had been talking about. He didn't even have to tell me what episode it was or anything. I knew that was it. I was like, that's the one you're talking about, isn't it? That's the one thing about Game of Thrones is that there's so much in it that's shock value. And that's one of the things I liked about Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I don't think there was as much shock value. I thought it was just a well-written story. Sure, there's a few things in it that's a little shock value, but not at the same level that there was for Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon. But I did enjoy season 1. Season 2 was a letdown for me, but I still enjoyed it for the most part. So I'm really looking forward to this, especially given that it looks like there's going to be a lot more action. You guys got anything else? Go ahead, Derek.
Just one point of order. Chelsea, first of all, how dare you? Don't ever ask me to read.
Just read the book.
Yeah. Well, no, but a good point here too. You know, that has everyone.
This is what I was reading.
Yeah.
The bad thing about the books is that there's no ending to the book because he has not finished the books.
Yeah.
So if you
Right.
start the books, you're gonna end up like me and every single other reader, where they leave you off, and you're like, okay, well, I guess the books has no ending. And for me, the TV show was not a satisfying ending, so I'm waiting for him to finish the book. But
Why did he not finish the books? Like what?
Because he just hasn't finished them. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know why. He just hasn't done it.
Like
I don't
you
know.
would think that. I don't know.
It took a
personally,
long
I
time to write,
think,
man.
I think that he doesn't want to finish the books because he saw the reaction that the fans had to the ending of the TV show, and I think that if he doesn't find an ending that's satisfying, that's not going to piss everyone off, I think that's why he'd rather just not finish them.
That's easily, yeah. That's what
No,
I think.
I think that's what it is, because he probably hasn't come up with an ending that's satisfying enough. Because I don't know if you guys remember, but when Game of Thrones ended, everybody was mad. Everybody was
Oh, I
mad.
know.
There weren't
remember
a
that.
lot of people who were actually happy. Like that was the topic of conversation at my work the next day. Everybody was like, "Did you see that? Like that was the worst ending." Blah blah. So I think that's what it is. If I was a writer, I think that's the
Listen,
thing that
Matt.
would away from it too, because he could.
Weren't the directors supposed to direct a Star Wars film and they backed out? Like literally
Well, after that ending, I think
No,
Star
I
Wars
don't
told
think
them,
like-
"Don't do it."
Yeah, I don't think they backed out. I think Star Wars was like, "Well, you guys fumbled that really bad. We're not going to take a chance on you guys anymore."
Hmm.
Hey, Sweet Potato Knight, we see you in the chat.
I like sweet potato. There you go.
All right.
I mean, I don't know
Oh,
what.
that's a cute little
That's right, I am the go-to-movie
Oh my
reviews.
gosh.
All right. You guys got anything else here?
Nah, good news. Good news
No,
all
it's
around.
good stuff. It'll be exciting.
All right.
Eric will watch some and enjoy it.
Before we get
told you-
into our top 5 favorite Michael Jackson films, I wanted to
You mean songs.
or songs. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
I mean,
I wanted to share something with everybody in the chat and with everybody here on the panel. What I believe is going to be a money-making idea inspired by the chat and the panelists here, and that is going to be our Dad's Turn to Talk t-shirt ideas.
Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla.
I cannot wait. Oh
the
my
sign,
god,
dude.
brilliant.
So, I got this idea because a while back, Subtle actually gave us an idea for a Napper Nation fan club t-shirt, which I actually obliged on. And I also decided, or I also got another idea because last week on Criticalist Cast, people were saying that they should have a Jaws t-shirt for Criticalist. And so I went ahead and came up with an idea for that. And that is the Jaws is mid 50% t-shirt.
I love the look.
So that's kind of how the types of ideas that I've been coming up with. And these first few ideas for the Dad's Turn to Talk t-shirts have been inspired by the chat.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one we have is the Dixie I don't care about t-shirt. Oh.
so good.
I think this one's going to be a big seller right here.
I don't care about exactly.
Oh,
Oh,
and
my
the good
God.
thing about this t-shirt is we actually have a couple of choices on it. We have this one, and then we have one with Tommy Lee Jones on it. I don't care.
Oh my god, that is
Oh.
funny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Dixie. I'm glad you like that one, man.
You
So,
like it?
yeah, there's the Dixie.
Yep.
I don't care
don't
about
care
Dad's
about.
Turn to Talk t-shirt. So, we also have the Subtle Deviancy
Oh god,
official lore maker t-shirt. As it-
with his logo.
you guys have never seen the lore that he comes up with for everybody over in Criticalist. So yeah, we've got the Subtle Deviancy official lore maker t-shirt. We also have the Meister Cats Ruled Dad's Turn to Talk t-shirt.
That's cute.
So Yeah, and if you guys get a chance, go check out Meister's group that he's got over in Criticless. He's got a group called Criticless Companions where you can post pictures of your pets and stuff like that. So it's really cool. Everybody's really posting their pictures of their pets and stuff. So go check that out. I think that's pretty cool. For our friends, Walter and Z, I wish they were in the chat tonight, but they have These Are My Goats t-shirt.
That's good.
Because they are always in here calling us their goats. In any stream you go on, they always say that whoever it is their goats. So that's for you guys. That is your inspired t-shirt.
Can I say
Now,
one thing? I want to say I love our logo on a white t-shirt, by the way. I think it looks really cool.
I do too. So the next one is inspired by a good friend of the show, Beloved. And that is, we have only nice things to say about her t-shirt.
That's right.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome.
So, Beloved, if you do get the chance to see the replay on this, that is your inspired t-shirt right there. Caveat. We do have a t-shirt that is inspired by you, and that is Don't Ask About My Handle t-shirt.
Let's say it's a good change.
If you've heard the story about his handle, that's a good one. I'll share that with you guys off stream. But yeah, so caveat, that is the one inspired by you there. We also have Chelsea. We have My Cosplay is Cooler Than Yours t-shirt. And Chelsea, I have to say, that costume that you wore, your cosplay for MegaCon, that was pretty cool. She had some pictures over on Criticless for it. Really good looking. I think she was dressed as Yaira from the Rippaverse. So really good job on that. So that is Chelsea. My Cosplay is Cooler Than Yours t-shirt. And also the Jeremy Allen, I Miss Good Movies. I might have been drinking when I wrote this review t-shirt.
Yep.
So Jeremy Allen. He writes some really good reviews over there. Get a chance, Josh. I don't know if you've read any of his reviews. I Miss Good Movies over there. He's got some really good reviews over there.
Okay.
So yeah. Now the rest of ours here are inspired by the panelists.
Oh God.
We have the Bob I Stream with Heckle and Jekyll t-shirt.
That's so neat. Help me. That's perfect. That is good. That made me laugh. All
right. This next one I think is going to be a big seller, and that is the Derek I Make Bald Look Good t-shirt.
Oh my god!
You're welcome, America.
Oh my gosh!
That looks good, so Derek. I really gotta say
that is really good.
Mm-hmm.
This next one here might be my favorite, and that is the Lily Austin t-shirt.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, oh my god.
That's the one.
You know, it looks like a happy couple. Look at that.
Oh my god.
I buy it.
Oh my god.
That looks really good, Lily.
I am gonna get you back for this.
But I just love the look. And she's like trying to act all cool next to Austin Butler.
That one's going to be a big seller there. And then finally, for those that are part of the Napper Nation fan club, we still have some of the Josh Welcome to Purgatory t-shirts.
Oh my god!
I actually love it. I actually love that one.
I love it.
I'll take 5 of them, please.
I did see it.
What other one do you have of me? Did you do another one?
No, that's all I got of you.
Oh my gosh, Josh is like, did you make?
I want the money.
These are the dad's turn to talk t-shirt ideas.
Right?
Actually, we are talking about down the line, maybe having some merch of some kind. So it's not going to be anytime soon, but we are talking about it down the line. So for those of y'all in the chat, just if you ever have any ideas of stuff that you'd like to see, let us know. And that way we can write it down and we can definitely look into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you made you wreck, Dixie.
I think I think they were all great, but I think Derek's was the best.
Yeah, I don't know. I like Lily's there. That one's really good.
Lily was John.
That's
Look
really
at
awesome.
It's the Austin.
I know. Oh my god.
that.
And then Derek's, I gotta say, Derek, that looks really good.
Derek's face.
Look, you can't buy your own T-shirt. So, Lily, I'll buy yours, you buy mine, and we'll call it even, all right? How about that?
Oh,
All right.
So anyway, those are the Dad's Turn to Talk t-shirt ideas. And I hope you guys enjoyed that there. Let's go ahead and let's get into our next topic here.
I'm sorry, laughing.
how do you
I'm
pronounce
laughing
it?
at Chelsea's comment.
What did you say?
Wait a minute. So, what did I miss? I made a.
Chelsea's comment.
How do you?
Oh, wait, no, hold on. This one. Yeah, right here.
So, are you playing Dixie? Oh, that's funny.
That's
All
better.
right, so we wanted to go ahead and since we were talking about Michael, like we've been saying here, that he spanned generations and he's got a lot of good music out there. So we wanted to take this opportunity to go ahead and talk about some of our favorite Michael Jackson songs, our top 5. Now, each of us, I think, kind of did our own thing. Now, for me personally, I want to throw this out there. I left Thriller out of my top 5, and let me when I just don't mean the song, I mean the album. And the reason why is because Thriller has those staples of Michael Jackson. He's got Billie Jean, Beat It, and Thriller, and I think most people would have those. I think would have at least 2, if not all 3 of those in their top 5 or at least top 10. And so I wanted, for me, these are going to be my top 5 outside of Thriller. So that's what I'm going with my top 5. But everybody's kind of doing their own thing. So let's go ahead and get into that.
Actually, Bob, I kind of did the same thing that you said. I know we were talking about that. So I
Okay.
did the same
I
thing.
did too.
I took out a lot of the really, 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 really popular songs because I know that it would end up in everybody's top 5. So.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did too.
because there are some that are good that are just going to always be there. Like I would assume Billie Jean would be top 5 for most people.
Right.
I would assume that Beat It would probably be top 5, maybe top 10 for most.
Especially after watching that movie.
Same thing with Thriller.
Mhm.
Now, I'm not saying that's everybody. I just think that would probably be the majority of people. So that's why I left Thriller out, because there are so many others I want to talk about. So let's get into this. Let's start. We'll go around. We'll do our honorable mentions like we always do, and then we'll each give our top 5. So, Derek, let's start with you. What were your honorable mention?
All right, so we're doing Jackson 5 and Michael here, right?
Yeah, you can. That's another thing. We did allow for this list. You could do Jackson 5 songs, or a lot of people don't know this. They also rebranded as the Jacksons. That's why you saw it in the movie when later on it just said Jacksons. It didn't say the Jackson 5 because they rebranded as the Jacksons when they left. What was it? They left Motown and went to Epic. And so we could actually touch on that in the movie. But so there's actually 2 groups of Jacksons there.
That's true. But I am going to give an honorable mention to that Jackson 5, that one, the Motown one. This one goes to Blame It on the Boogie.
You know what's funny, man? I was just listening to that today. That is cool.
Glass empty shelf behind him. Yep. Got to fill it up with some alcohol there, Dixie.
Was that what made you almost get in a car crash?
No, I think he's home now. I think he's home.
Well, yeah, that's true. Good point. Anyway, I think that that is one of the more underrated songs of Michael or the Jackson 5.
Yeah.
Like when you listen to that song, tell me you don't start like smiling and dancing like immediately. Like that song is you could be in the worst mood ever, and if that song came on, you'd be off your ass, like just up and dancing. You'd be having fun. Like, come on.
I just saw the music video of that today, and you see them there.
Yeah.
And it's cool. It's fun.
Yeah. You want to get up and do the same thing. I totally get it. I love that song. It's great. But then we'll go low key with Michael, just in terms of one honorable mention. The one thing that I remember thinking to myself when watching the film we're about to discuss,
Yeah.
and I don't think, no, people remember how big of a deal this was who saw it. My next honorable mention is Remember the Time.
Good choice.
I don't think people remember how big that truly was. Eddie Murphy was in this film.
And Magic Johnson.
And Iman.
Yeah.
Iman was also in there.
Yep.
That was a huge deal. And Michael wearing all the Egyptian gold, by the way.
Yeah. Yep.
I absolutely adore that song still to this day. Talk about it.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
I agree.
Yeah, it was great. And
I agree with you.
even after watching the short film, you still hear that and you still can't help but go back to that film and then dance afterwards. That's what it is.
And I like the way you refer to it as a short film, because Michael referred to them as short films. They were not like regular music videos. These were films, a lot of them. So
Mice are coming in hot here.
Oh my God.
Human Nature.
Pretty Young Thing.
Yeah. Want to be starting something? Rock with You. Can you feel it? Okay, good.
Too many.
Good list.
Not a bad list at all.
There's way too many.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Chelsea, outside of Thriller, we've got Will You Be There? Will You Make Me Feel? Human Nature, Man in the Mirror, ABC. Okay. Excellent.
Good stuff. Mm-hmm.
All right. Lily, what are your honorable mentions?
First of all, I want to say that I'm really mad at Bob for making us pick 5 songs, because I went back and forth and started throwing out so many songs. And as you guys are naming songs, I'm like deleting them so that I don't have to talk about them later. Because I'm like, somebody has to bring up this song. So honorable mentions. Let me see. All right. So wait, are we doing all of our honorable mentions?
Just your honorable mentions.
Just honorable mentions.
So honorable mentions. So my first one is Ben.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys remember that song.
I don't remember that.
It was on, what was it? It was either his 4th or 3rd solo album, right?
Yeah.
Because he was still a kid when he did that one.
Yes, he was still a kid when he did that one. And the reason why I picked that one is because I think it's such a cute song. And we all saw like in the movie how much like he really didn't have a lot of friends growing up, and all of the animals that he was adopting were his friends. And then I believe that he wrote that song for his pet rat. And I was like, how do you write a song for a pet rat and it has so much emotion in it? Every single time that I listen to it, I'm like already like halfway in tears, like, oh my gosh, because it perfectly captures how much you love your pets. And if you've had that beloved pet, then when they finally pass, they become like your family. So to me, I was like, this is how brilliant he was, that he wrote a song for a rat. And it was really emotional. So that was one of my honorable mentions. And then another honorable mention of mine. This was so hard. You guys cannot understand how hard this was.
Oh gosh, it was hard. Josh texted me going, God, this is hard.
Could you change my list as we're talking? That's how I
have Dirty Diana as one of my honorable mentions.
Mm-hmm.
This song, I think, is one of the ones that sounds unlike anything else that he created throughout his career, because it just sounds just so badass. Like his voice in that song is just amazing, and it's just very like a super sexy song, and like I don't know, it's just super cool. I love Dirty Diana.
And you know the guitarist that he used for that was the guitarist for Billy Idol.
That's true.
Oh, really?
I read that actually today because I was reading up on that song, and it said who the guitarist was. I was like, wow, really? I didn't realize that's who it was.
That song is like, I think The Weeknd did a cover of it and put it in 50 Shades of Grey. So speaking of sexy, Lily.
Oh. There you go.
Awkward.
Another, I hate to put this one in my, okay, so when I was thinking of putting together my list, I put a lot of songs on there that make me really, really, really happy. but it doesn't mean that some of the other songs don't make me happy too. They're just a little bit more emotionally charged for me to listen to them more often. So another honorable mention that I have was Man in the Mirror.
Okay.
And I hate to put it as an honorable mention because it's such a good song. But like I said, he has some that are very emotionally charged that I kind of have to be a little bit more in the mood to listen to those. So for me, all of my top 5 are songs that like Derek mentioned, every single time.
ACDC. I'm sorry, Lily. That might have been the funniest thing. That Dixie
Wrong list, Dixie.
I will say, Dixie, that is funny because he goes straight to ACDC. I guess we could say he doesn't care about Michael. So.
Yeah, he made that pretty clear.
I saw
ahead,
Back
Lily.
to Black and then I saw
Go ahead,
Hell's
Lily.
Bells. Oh, sorry, Lily. Oh,
Go ahead, Lily.
go ahead. Sorry.
I kind of lost my train of thought already.
Oh man, sorry.
Sorry about that.
But yeah. So
No, you were
anyway,
talking about how you had to be more emotionally charged to listen to some of those other songs.
Yeah. Oh, no. Okay. I remember. So, no, I was talking about how Derek mentioned that some songs you just, anytime you hear it, you just want to start dancing and singing. And for me, that's how I picked my top 5 songs because they're the ones that make me really, really, really happy. But like I said,
Gotcha.
it's not like all these other songs don't make me happy. It's just some of them are a little too emotional for me to listen to a lot.
You know, what's interesting about a lot of Michael Jackson songs is because right there you said, a lot of them make you happy because, they make you want to dance or whatnot. And a lot of his songs became popular because of the video. Not just like the song on its own probably wouldn't be very popular, but you mix it with the video and all of a sudden it becomes a huge hit. So, hey, Sci-Fax, how you doing, man?
FX.
Facts.
All right, Josh, what do you got for your honorable mentions?
So I basically took. It's funny because Bob, you and I talked about this a couple of days ago, and then I was talking to my wife about it, and she said everybody's going to talk about like Thriller and all the famous songs. So I really thought outside the box. For my honorable mention, I put Black or White because we grew up with that song. What year did we say in the 90s? And believe it or not, Bob, that was my second 90s song that I've put on this list.
Okay.
I wasn't going to, but I did. I put Beat It on here, even though it would be much higher, but I was just, writing things honorable mention. The one that I agree with Lily, Dirty Diana.
Yeah.
Great song.
Great
I think that was that whole album, by the way, Bad, is my wife and I were listening to it today. It's so good. It's so good. So those really are my honorable mentions. I could name 10 more easily. Yeah.
All right.
Well, yeah, I bet you would like that. Dixie, what was Lily? Please follow me on Critic List, please. No, please.
Caveat's taking a page out of Dixie's there. Coming up.
See, Dixie, you sit there. I give you credit for one of the things you say, and then you ruin it.
All right.
Go ahead,
So
Bob. What is it?
For my honorable mentions, I also have Black and White there. I think it's a solid song, especially off of Dangerous. And I think it's it's a video that people remember. Same thing. I think the song is even better because of the video. That scene at the end where everybody's, it's black. And everybody's changing.
Iconic.
Yes, exactly. It's iconic.
Okay,
that's well said right there, Lily. That's exactly what it is. And because of that, people really remember that song because of that. So I think
Culkin was in that video too.
Who was?
Macaulay Culkin.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was. That's absolutely
Did you do
right.
the little rap? It wasn't him rapping, but
that was when he was all the rage with Home Alone. It was like right after that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So my other honorable mention, I've got Earth Song.
Oh,
Interesting.
Really?
Earth Song is cool.
It's a good song.
Yes, it is.
I'm trying to
I
remember
think
the
and this is the same thing.
Beautiful.
Part of it is because of the video. I think the video is crazy. Like it's when you get to the end of well, first off, you got all the imagery, you know, of the earth being, you know, destroyed and whatnot. But then you get to the end of the song and he's holding on to the trees, and you have everybody that has been in the video up to that point holding on to something like, we're not going to let the earth go. And, you know, and he's sitting there, what about this? What about that? You know, and he's singing all the stuff, and you hear them echoing it. And again, you have the imagery, and it's like this wind or this, you know, something's, you know, going against him, and it's just awesome looking as he's hanging on. So the video is something that makes that song even better. So I've got Earth Song as my second honorable mention.
I love that song. It's really good.
All right.
That's good.
Lily, why don't you go ahead and give us your top 5?
Oh my gosh.
It's card subject to change. Card subject to change.
Yeah. Okay. So,
That's fine. I've been asking him that for 3 years.
You know, I do have other hats. It's just this one's become my gimmick hat.
You gotta go with what pays the bills. That's gonna make a shirt. Come on, man. Yeah. Go ahead, Lily. Sorry.
Give us your top 5.
Dixie, would you like to say something else before I start my top 5?
Oh, wow. Dixie, you heard
Apparently not.
feelings.
I'm
Good
waiting.
Lord.
I'm waiting.
Okay.
All right. So, all right, good.
Great.
So saying that I wasn't gonna pick anything like too emotional or whatever. Well, my fifth song, I picked Human Nature. So
Good song. Good
Great
song.
song.
Great
it's
song.
such a great song. It's so beautiful. Seeing it in the actual movie and that entire sequence, it's a beautiful song. Like if you want to really, really listen to his vocals and how beautiful his voice was, Human Nature. It's just beautiful.
Just real quick, Lily, to piggyback off that, when you mentioned Human Nature, to see it in the movie, it sucks that Thriller didn't get a tour because they wanted to do the Victory Tour in real life. So that's why they did so much of his solo music during the Victory Tour because of that. So I just thought that was an interesting tidbit. So I just wanted to mention that. You mentioned it from the movie.
It really is a bummer that he didn't get to imagine that concert.
Yeah.
Would have been... All right. So then my top 4 are going to be all the songs that make me want to dance and sing and do my really bad Michael Jackson impersonations. So my 4th one is Pretty Young Thing. I love that song. It's so good.
Really
Every
good
time
song.
it comes on, I'm like,
Yep.
Pretty Young Thing. My 3rd one, I'm sorry, I couldn't leave this one out, even though it's one of the most popular ones. It's Bad. Bad is such a good
Yeah.
And again, like Bob said, the music videos, I remember watching this one on MTV when it was on rotation a lot. And just the way that he would think about how to put all of these music videos together. And that one was just so good. Like, who's not going to sing along to Bad? Like, you just cannot. I love that song.
Did you know, Lily, that Martin Scorsese directed that video?
Oh, I did not.
That's true.
I thought that was a little bit of interesting trivia. It was an awesome music video. Great song.
Awesome. And then I don't know if you guys remember, but when Weird Al used to do all of his parodies too, that he parodied that song.
Fat.
And he just keeps getting fatter in the song.
That was so freaking funny.
Great.
Like Weird Al Yankovic is like so underrated. Like he's so good. His
Couldn't have come in better timing right there.
See?
Yep.
And he had MJ's blessing to do it too, from my understanding.
Yes.
He
Well,
MJ gave him the full blessing.
Good. Like when he did the Beat It one, the Eat It.
Yeah.
Oh God, yes.
Hilarious.
Just eat it, eat it, eat it.
Yeah.
And all
Open
of
up your
those
mouth and feed it.
Yes, all of those are such good like childhood memories for me. So I had to throw
Oh God! And he had the outfit on and the big gut.
Chelsea, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Yep.
Glad you like
Thank
that,
you
Chelsea.
so
You have a
for
great
that.
night.
Mhm.
And then my number 2 is The Way You Make Me Feel. I
Okay.
love that song, and the music video is so cute too. So that one, anytime I hear it, that's the one that I knew that I had to have like in my top 1 or 2. I automatically knew. Anytime that one comes on, I'm completely gone. You cannot bring me back. I'm going to be dancing. And then my number one, I don't think any of you are going to be surprised that this is my number one. It's another one that I couldn't keep out, even though it's a really super popular one. And when I say it, you guys are going to be like, of course, Thriller.
Yeah.
No,
that's totally allowed.
That's understandable. It's
like that. That's why I left it out of mine, because it's just so iconic.
It's so wonderful.
It's everybody's gonna have that on their list almost.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, with Thriller is that you guys know I love Halloween. Right. I love costumes. For me, when I was a kid, I remember that every single Halloween season, they would give the special of the making of Thriller, and then they would show you the video afterward. So it was like years and years and years after he had already made it, but MTV always played it every single year. And I remember being a little kid, and I looked so forward to Halloween because of that music video, because he's got like the werewolves in there. Yep. He's in the movie theater watching the movie with the girl, and then they come out, and then you get the zombies, and then you have the iconic voice too. Mm-hmm. You get the dance moves. You get Michael like in his element too, because he loved all that stuff also. So I'm like, yes. And when I saw that in the movie theater, I went crazy. I went insane. As soon as they like showed that, I was like,
really? Was the voice the one who does the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland?
It was Vincent Price.
Vincent Price,
yeah, that's who it is.
Yeah,
that's who it is.
And just random trivia, if that song comes on anywhere, I am doing the Thriller dance. I actually do know the Thriller dance. So
you do that. Yes.
You know all the moves to the Thriller dance?
I do.
So she sat there going,
yes, in the movie theater.
Thriller, Thriller night.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's what I told Bob. I was like, none of you guys are going to be surprised that I picked Thriller.
Yeah, not surprising.
That's just my thing.
That's awesome. That's an awesome list.
It's a great song, and it's friggin' Halloween, zombies, and werewolves.
That's awesome.
And Michael Jackson. So, and the iconic red jacket. So
yes,
yes, that's the one.
Yeah, that was my list. I hated to leave out so many other songs, but yeah, that was tough. That was a hard one.
All right,
very good.
Josh, give me your 5.
All right, so I just want to say, hands down, Thriller. Like Bob said, Beat It. Billie Jean, I mean, all of them are awesome. Would probably be on my list. Bring it on, Dixie. Yeah, bring it on. Anyway.
Yes, Dixie, thank you. Now you can interrupt Josh. Go ahead.
All right.
Thank you for staying quiet.
Anyway, focus on this. All right, so my number 5, Remember the Time. Totally agree with Eric. I told you this earlier, Bob, I needed to pick something in the 90s. Originally, it was black or white. And then I started thinking, what 90s song will I tend to like remember and sing? It's Remember the Time. And that video, awesome.
All right.
And that's what it is with a lot of these, to be honest with you, are the videos.
But I think that's the case with, again, a lot of Michael Jackson's music, that the videos make the song.
Absolutely.
Because there's so much iconic imagery, and I'll talk about that when I get to some of mine here. But yeah, the lore of Billie Jean wasn't
the lore.
No,
it's not. But I would still go see it, Meister. I would still go see it, Meister.
Dixie.
God. Anyway, yes, it's my pencil. All right, my number 4 is another one that Lily had, Human Nature.
It's a beautiful song.
Yeah. Love that song.
It really is.
Love it. It's really good. Listen to it today. Again, part of the Bad album. It's just crazy. Yeah. Number 3, Smooth Criminal.
Oh yeah.
I've always liked Smooth. I love the video. The video is awesome. Him in the all white and doing that little, pose and everything.
Now here's the thing with the video. You got to point out, it's got to be the full video.
Yeah, of course.
Because there's actually different versions of the video. The full version is like 9 minutes long, because that was shown in Moonwalker, the full video. So that's the version I like, is that full 9 minute video.
Doesn't it sound like when he says blood stains on the carpet, doesn't it sound like he's saying breath stains on the carpet, even though that makes no sense?
I think it's just because he's singing so fast. That's all it is.
My daughter laughs at that. We listen to Michael Jackson and I'll say breath stains on the carpet.
No, that song just has me, asking Annie, "Are you okay?" That's
Annie, are you okay?
I've seen a lot of people put that as a meme for Anakin and Star
Yeah.
Wars.
Yeah.
Annie, are you okay?
Yep.
Annie, are you okay?
Annie is not okay. If you guys
No.
remember.
What else you got, Josh?
My number 2, Man in the Mirror.
Okay.
I think it's a great song. I know, Lily, you mentioned that too. But my number 1, Bad.
Yeah.
I love the I love the song. It is just so good. It is so good. Would Thriller be my number 1? Probably. But honestly, Bad is right up there. That video when he's like, and won't you slap my face? Because I'm bad. I'm bad.
See, what's so great about this is that you try to keep the big hits off the list and you can't.
No, you really
You
can't.
can't.
You could, to be honest with you, Jericho, you probably could have.
Yeah.
But that was the only one I was like, no, I need to put one. Josh is bad. Yes, that is true caveat. I am bad.
He is a smooth criminal.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is. That's
Yeah.
true.
Because and it's funny, I talked to the guys earlier, Lily, and I'm like, are we including the Jackson 5? I didn't even put any of their songs. ABC.
Yeah.
I would have put ABC, and I thought all of you would have put that on there.
Well, we haven't gone to our list yet, Josh.
True.
Yeah, who knows?
But,
I might have all Jackson 5 songs. You
But
know?
to be honest with you, I could have put Dirty Diana in the top 5.
Yeah.
I could have probably put Dirty Diana, I don't know, over Remember the Time, maybe, if I really wanted to go against 90s. What a that was the best. That was the best.
Gosh, that's gonna follow
No,
you
the best-
forever. That was so funny.
Because the best is I'm like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and Bobby looks, that's not the song.
No, Bob, that's a shirt.
Oh yeah. What's hilarious about that is when that clip came up, she's like, Bob, your face, you just look so confused.
But it was the song in season 1.
But you didn't think it was. You thought it was the other one. You just got it wrong.
Why do you think I sang it?
Oh,
because
gosh.
it was
Because you were confused, Josh.
You were confused, Josh. All right, Derek, what do you got as your top 5?
Okay. I'm going to go a little bit all over the map now. Trust me, I could have, if you had just asked me to rank the top 5 Michael songs, that would have been a challenge. So yeah. I've got no Thriller. I've got no Billie Jean, which Billie Jean may be like one of my favorite songs of all time. Like, I'm not kidding. And then Thriller, I can't just, I got to leave those off just because that's too sacred of ground for me. But I think the list I got is pretty good. So number 5 is ABC, Josh.
Good. Okay, you were right.
Okay. So it doesn't matter whether my family's here or not. When that song comes on, I dance like a 12-year-old in my house.
ABCs. Easy as one.
Don't you feel like a little kid when you listen to that?
Yeah.
Keep in mind, he's had 2 from the Jacksons now as a group.
There we are.
Yeah.
So
the Jackson.
Yeah. I can't help but just like I feel like the 10-year-old version of myself when I listen to that song. It's great. I love it. And then my kids have seen me dance like that too, and then they start laughing, and then they join me. So
Can we see it right now, Derek? Can we see it right now? Let's see it.
No, absolutely
not.
Let's
see this famous dance that you're talking about. Lily wants to see it.
No. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock rock. You're not getting that. All right. So number 4. Are these real songs? Yes, they are.
Oh my god. No,
oh my god, Dixie.
Throwing words out.
Number 4. All right. Now I'm going off the beaten path here. My number 4 is a song called "Leave Me Alone" by Michael Jackson.
Oh, good choice. And you know what? It's great because that actually ends the Bad album. He ends with "Leave Me Alone."
Yeah.
I gotta go back. How does it? I gotta listen to it.
So this came with a music video too, and it's all claymation. It looks like something out of like a Peter Gabriel video.
It's all about the tabloids just catching him and whatnot.
That's great.
And there's a bunch of people chasing him on the jet ski, like in the ocean, like with the city behind him.
Yes.
And it's all clay.
I'm gonna have to go back.
I thought that was the coolest thing when I was
That's
a kid.
Great pick.
I was like, where can I find this song? And then, of course, like one of my older friends, like one of my friend's older sisters is like, that's the last track on the Bad album. I'm like, what? And so and she shows me, and thank goodness for her. I still have a crush on you, Shan. Shout out. Okay, so there's that.
Derek.
What?
What?
What'd I do?
Nothing.
Okay.
I totally missed that too. I
missed it because I don't know what I did.
Okay, what else?
Go ahead, Derek.
All right. I'm gonna have to ask about this later. All right, number 3. Number 3 is "I'll Be There."
Oh, really?
That's
okay. That's a great song.
Oh yes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was with the Jackson 5, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay, because I couldn't remember if that was on one of his early solo albums.
No,
it was on the Jackson 5.
That was from like 1970, I think is when they were.
Yeah. Well, it's because he did, like I said, 4 solo albums while he was a member of the Jackson 5 with Motown. So I just couldn't remember if it was on one of those solo albums or if it was a Jackson 5 album.
Because they played it in the movie, right?
Yeah, but again, it was. I just couldn't remember if it was again one of his solo during that time, or if it was with the group. So.
Yeah. All right. That was. I mean, that song is like. That's a song that can apply to like not only romance but friendship too. Like it's one of those. It's one of those songs. It's just very, very special. Just a really, really well sung, well composed, great song. Love it. My number 2 is "The Way You Make Me Feel." That's way too. That's way too catchy of a song. That's way too
catchy.
Yeah,
I love the way it starts in the video.
Like I will blast my stereo as loud as I can in my car.
Yes.
Walking out. I don't care who sees me too. I'm pretty sure people have like looked at me like, dancing my ass off, and I'll look right back at them and I'll just keep doing it.
It's the beat, and then when he starts off the song too, "Hey pretty baby," with that, like it's perfect. I love it. I have to start singing and dancing, and
it's a good one.
Yeah. So my number 1 is a little bit off the beaten path here, because it's not too off the beaten path though, because my number 1 is "Another Part of Me."
Another.
You guys know that one?
Me.
Which album was that on? I'm trying to remember.
Think of Captain EO. It's the end song.
Are you kidding? Okay, so that's from Captain EO.
Yeah.
Really?
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, you went outside the box there.
Yeah.
Derek,
Good Lord.
Yeah,
I have to think about that.
Okay, so Captain EO, like that back at Disneyland.
Oh, yeah.
Whoo, man, that was the jam.
In 3D.
Yes, it was. Francis Ford Coppola directed that film, by the way. Angelica Houston is in that.
Isn't she the villain?
She is the villain.
Yes.
And then it turns into like Michael's like gang of misfits, and they turn into a band, and one of them like flips off his leg like the robot leg, and that turns into a guitar, and then he turns into a drum set. And then he fights like all these. Then like he has to like power up by getting a guitar chord struck into him. It's the best. It's so good. You can find it online, folks. You won't forget it. Trust me. And
did you ever see Captain EO, Lily?
I don't think I ever did.
No.
If you get a chance, look it up online. It's
awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
You can watch it on
really
YouTube.
good.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
See it in
I mean, obviously, it's completely different. watching it in person because they had a whole 3D theater there at Disney. For it. Like I never saw it at Disneyland. I saw it at Disney World, but
it was awesome. I saw it towards
it was cool.
And by the way, yes, that is a Derek dream. Thank you very much. No, Lily, it's very worth it. But the kicker is that you have to imagine it as if it was in like an IMAX theater with like all the sounds. and 3D glasses, which is it's not the same effect, but if you can imagine it that way, like when we saw it as kids, this was a really big deal. Really big deal.
Huge.
And I love that song at the end of it. And he and then Michael like zips down the white leather jacket and opens up his shirt, and it's like a lightning rod or like a rainbow or something.
Yeah.
It glows. He had superpowers, man. I was convinced.
I think it came out in the mid 80s. I think like 87.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now that it came out September 12th, 1986.
There you go.
There you go.
Because it was before Bad came out.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I love that.
All right, good list, Derek.
I have homework.
Very good.
All right,
I have homework.
All right. So for my top 5, for number 5, I've got "Will You Be There."
Yeah.
Oh, very good. Yeah.
Okay, so one of the reasons I like "Will You Be There" is because it has a gospel feel to it, and so that makes it very different from his other stuff.
Yeah,
because you got kind of like a gospel choir singing on it and everything in it. And in fact, like the first 2 minutes of the song are really just like a gospel choir kind of singing, and then it breaks into the song from there. So it's completely different from his other stuff. And vocally, I think he's very strong on that song. So I've got "Will You Be There" at number 5. Number 4, I've got "Dirty Diana." We've already talked about that one.
Oh,
I think that is awesome. Jeremy Allen, we see that you're heading out. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it, man.
Take Dixie with you if you can. Take Dixie with you if you can.
Oh my gosh.
No, but I got "Dirty Diana" at number 4. Again, Lily, you talked about this, how it's got that rock sound, and his vocals are just awesome on it. And because it's a straight up rock song, it's very different from all of his pop stuff, so it stands out, and that's why I really like that one. Number 3, this is going to be very off the beat for most. "Stranger in Moscow."
Oh my God! Really?
That's
I think that is a really, really good song because it's dealing with a lot of the feelings that he had during that time, because a lot of the tabloids and stuff that he was getting hit with at that time. And I just thought it was awesome. Now, here's the thing. I don't recall hearing it really when it first came out. I first heard this at the Michael Jackson 1 show in Las Vegas. And I was and it's part of that show. And I was like, what song is this? And so I went and listened to it when I got home from Vegas, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is really, really good. And so over the last few years, it's become one of my favorite Michael Jackson songs. I think it's a really cool song, and the video is cool as well.
Was it part of History? Was it on that album?
Yes, it's part of History.
God, you went deep, dude. You went to
there's a lot of great songs, man.
So for number 2, I got "Smooth Criminal," and a lot of that has to do with the video. I think the video makes the song, the setting, how, it's kind of a gangster bar, or like a dive bar, and whatnot. And you got them like in those 1930s or 20s outfits, and whatnot. And everybody starts just dancing, and he has that, that lean, I just think that's awesome. So again, I think it's really, really cool. So I've got "Smooth Criminal" at number 2, and my number 1 is "Man in the Mirror." And now, "Man in the Mirror," I've always thought was an awesome song, but it became much more of one of my favorites. Same thing when I saw the Michael Jackson 1 show, because during that song, they have a hologram of Michael Jackson that's dancing with the performers, and they are the background singers and dancers while he's singing "Man in the Mirror." And I think it's just really cool. And then it ends with him like spinning or something like that. And then after he's done spinning, he's little Michael. And cool. Just the imagery was just so cool that I'm just like, okay, that's just become one of my favorite songs. I mean, I already liked it a lot, but it just shot up my list. Now, I will again say the same thing I said when we first started this. If I included "Beat It," "Thriller," and "Billie Jean," all of those would be in my top 5. But again, this was going to be just without that. So,
what 2 songs, Bob, besides those 3 would be in your top 5? Any of the ones that you picked on here?
Of the ones that in top 5, "Man in the Mirror" and "Smooth Criminal" would still make my top 5.
Okay,
but Billie Jean would be number 1.
Okay.
I would probably put Man in the Mirror number 2. I'd probably put Smooth Criminal number 3. And then I'd probably fill it out with Beat It and Thriller. And then I'd have Stranger in Moscow as like my first honorable mention.
Oh my gosh, Dixie.
Well, it is past your bedtime, Dixie.
No.
No, remember, he doesn't care about
He
Michael.
doesn't care about Michael.
He doesn't care. So
I'm gonna-
He's here. So we thank you for that, Dixie.
He's here.
Be happy. Lily's here. You can ask her again to have her follow you on.
She's already following him. So
Oh, no, she got rid of it.
I'm gonna like cheat a little bit because none of us mentioned these songs that I was sure one of you was gonna mention and nobody
What
did.
was it?
So of course we just talked about that one. They don't care about us.
Yes.
That's a great song.
Yeah, that's a great song. That beat is amazing. Nobody mentioned Scream. The song
I was not a fan of Scream. I liked the video. I was not a fan of No. I
That was,
told
the
Bobby
only, that was the only Michael and Janet duet we got.
I know,
Yeah,
but I told Bobby that
I think
earlier
it's a good
today.
song.
See,
Yeah.
Bob, I thought that was going to be in your top 5. I thought
No, it's not, but it's a very, very good song.
Great song.
I was listening to History yesterday, and as I was listening to it and I got to Scream, I was like, just sitting there going along with it. It's good.
Well, okay. Now, to be
Nobody
fair,
mentioned Want to
go
Be
ahead.
Starting Something.
That's great. Yep, that was one I thought of.
Got to be starting something. Okay.
So, yep.
And then nobody mentioned Don't Stop Till You Get Enough.
Oh,
Don't
God.
stop till you get enough.
Iconic. Nobody mentioned Rock With You.
no.
Yeah,
What about,
unfortunately, I
what
didn't have
about
anything
Working
from Off the
Day?
Wall on my list, but he's got a lot of good ones on Off the
I don't
Wall.
remember, Rob.
I think I probably would have replaced one of the songs that I had in my top 5 if I would have known that you guys had Bad and The Way You Make Me Feel. I would have replaced one of them with probably either Rock With You or Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, because those are like super really groovy songs. Like they're good.
What is Rob?
I know he didn't write this one, but Smile's another really good song.
Okay,
Smiles is a very good one, too.
Smiles, I remember.
Yeah.
Smile's good.
But Rock
Yeah, I
With You,
remember
I'm
Rock
not
With You.
blanking out. I don't know why I'm blanking out. I got to
That
listen.
one, I wanna rock with you.
Oh,
All night.
you don't know that song?
That's too
No, I'm sure I do. I'm sure I do. What album did it come out with?
Really?
I
Do
don't
you remember that song?
It's a good groovy disco song. It's cool.
Yeah. Look,
What about Working Day and Night?
Working Day and Night.
Let's see. Blood on the Dance Floor.
Blood on
Oh.
the Dance?
Oh, that's good. I'm trying
Yeah.
to.
Jam.
That's a
I'm
lot of
surprised
good ones.
nobody mentioned Jam.
Damn.
Damn.
Jam. Nobody mentioned Jam. I'm going through my list, right? Heal the World.
Yes, I
Lord.
didn't think anyone would put Heal the
Dangerous.
World on it for some reason.
Heal the World's
What,
great.
now, what about this one? This is much 95. You Are Not Alone.
You
Did
Are
we
Not
do
You're
that
Alone.
not alone.
No, nobody
Yep.
mentioned that one. Ghost.
Um,
Ghost is another really good one that underrated.
Hold on.
Here we
You
go.
said the song. We said Don't Stop Till You. Oh, Want to Be Starting Something.
We said that one. We
Yeah,
mentioned,
she mentioned that one.
yeah.
You Rock My World.
Yeah, that's a great song.
Heaven
There's
Can
so
Wait.
many. There's just so many good ones.
There's
I mean,
too
they
many.
could
we
go
could
on.
be
Yeah.
here forever.
I'm telling
Forever
you.
talking
We
about
could
it.
have 3 lists of top 5 songs from him.
No,
Yeah,
well,
like
by the
you
way,
could do like the 1980s, the 1990s, the 1970s. You could do like 3 different.
Yeah.
With Michael. So
Great
All
list.
all right.
By the way, this was Derek's idea. Derek came up with this idea. I thought it was a great idea. We were thinking of biopics, Lily, but then we were like, no, we got to do top 5.
Yeah, you can blame me.
And then
Okay,
it got
I
harder
was,
and
I was over here blaming Bob. I was like, oh.
harder. No, it got harder and harder.
All right,
This
now I
one-
know where to direct my.
Yeah. You can send the hate mail to me on that one. That was my idea.
I will send you an email later.
Fair enough. But
All
by
righty.
the way,
Go
if we
ahead.
just did like an honorable mention to Janet herself.
Yeah.
Like that's another whole episode.
Oh God.
but
Yes.
I would feel like I was in the wrong if we don't just give her a shout out here as well.
Yeah.
Janet
Yeah.
Jackson.
Janet. Ooh. Anyway. Okay.
All right.
that's-
Anything else before we move on to our next segment here?
Nope.
Nope. All right, let's do something fun here, and then we're getting into our main event.
All right, welcome to another edition of Stump the Chumps. All right, so I was watching something the other day, and this is going to be difficult. I'd be shocked. Bob, what's your favorite Rocky movie? It's 4,
My
right?
favorite Rocky 4.
It's Rocky 4. Okay. So apparently the original villain wasn't going to be Dolph Lundgren. It was going to be a professional wrestler that actually tried out, but he was too big. And basically, the way they described it is cast a shadow over Sylvester Stallone where you couldn't really even see him. And that's why he ended up not getting the gig. Who was that professional wrestler? I was shocked. I really did not expect this, but he said it.
Professional wrestler, too big. We're talking mid 1980s.
Caveat, that's a good pick.
Not blonde enough, though.
Yeah.
Right.
I got to guess.
Go
Who
for
you
it.
thinking?
Superstar Billy Graham?
That's not a bad choice, but no. It's tough.
It's not Jesse.
No. That's a good choice, too, though.
He was too busy doing the Running Man.
Yeah.
All right, I'm stumped. Who is it?
Nikita Koloff.
Oh, yeah, that would add up.
Okay.
I was watching this program about the old territories, and he said they called him up to do it. And he was massive at the time. And he actually never he acted like a Russian the whole time. I didn't even know that he was from Minnesota until much later on. And they brought him in and he had the look. But the problem was when he stood face to face with Stallone, he engulfed him. He was massive. And they said, nope, we can't do it. You're going to take all the attention away from him. And they gave it to Dolph Lundgren.
Real
Who
quick.
also stole the attention away from him, by the way.
Yeah.
Real quick. Yeah. So, Dixie, caveat. I need to ask y'all: is it any better this week? Because I put it to be. I thought I had fixed it to where it was going to be less commercials just opening and ending, but apparently not. So, is it at least better than it was last week? Just let me know if there's at least an improvement in the number of
did Meister get it?
or the amount of times that it's going to commercial. So at least let me know that. Anyway,
so we stumped the chumps again.
No, you did not. Meister got it.
No, I had already said it.
So
no.
So Dixie's saying that no, it still had 3 or 4 so far. Okay. I'll try something else next week and see if that works better. Because I tried something different this week to see if that would change that, and I'm still trying to figure it out. Like I said, I'm as much as I do here. Believe it or not, I'm not very tech savvy, so I'm still learning as I'm going here.
It's okay.
And then for those of us that didn't get the answer right,
You bunch of losers!
all right. Let's go ahead and let's get into our main event for the night. I really wish I could have had an actual Michael Jackson song there, but
I'm already dancing. Are you kidding me?
But yeah, for copyright, I couldn't do that. But so yeah, Michael came. Yes, more Michael.
Please,
This is
do
our
not tell me what the subject was for this week. Oh my god,
that is crazy. 3 topics on Michael.
Yep.
All right. For those who maybe haven't seen the film, I mean, I don't know if there's really spoilers that you can give because we're dealing with somebody's life. But let's go ahead around and let's do just our spoiler-free thoughts, and then we'll actually get into actual stuff about the film. Josh, let's start with you on this one.
Spoiler-free. I loved it. I loved it. I put in my review, my one sentence review that you all love. I thought Jafar Jackson did an amazing job. I thought the acting was incredible. It's so funny. I think about your reviews, Bob, how you lay everything out. And just to me, it was top notch for everything. I really enjoyed this movie. To quote you, was it good? Damn, yes, it was good. And before I go into spoilers, that's all I want to say for right now.
All right. Lily, what'd you think?
I absolutely loved it too. It was just so great just seeing all of that up on the screen. And yeah, just like Josh said, Jafar Jackson just knocked it right out of the park. Oh my gosh, Dixie.
Thank God.
Talking,
Thank
Dixie.
God he's gone. Oh, I prayed for him.
Well, if Dixie, you're out, thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah,
We do
thank you,
appreciate it,
Dixie.
man.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
it, sir.
Dixie. Bye.
Have a good night, Dixie.
Have
Yeah,
a good
you
one.
guys.
Drive safely.
Yes.
Well,
51st.
we'll post in the Criticalist group what the movie's going to be next week. We will pivot away from biopics next week to something else.
Yeah.
Not Bohemian Rhapsody?
No.
I mean, it was a huge movie. Sorry, everybody has to talk about Michael right now. It's a great movie. So
Don't be
Yeah.
sorry.
We need our views.
Yeah.
yeah. But anyway, where was I
ahead,
before
Lily.
Dixie finished interrupting me?
You're talking about how you saw everything up on screen and how cool that was. And
Oh yeah, no, I was talking about Jafar Jackson and how
Okay.
incredible that he did. Like he completely knocked it out of the park. And for me, it was just an experience because because I kept forgetting where I was the entire movie because he did such a great job every single time that I would just look at him. It was just Michael. I know a lot of people are saying that they didn't think that he looked like him. I thought he looked like him. Like a lot of sequences, I was staring at him and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is not Jafar Jackson anymore. This is like Michael Jackson that we're looking at. And then to that as well, the rest of the cast did such a great job too. Like Little Michael, I don't know the actor who played Little Michael,
He
but
was so good.
he was amazing.
He was
He did
great.
really great too. And then of course, Coleman Domingo as Joe Jackson. He was so good too. But yeah, I just have to talk about all of the acting first before we go into spoilers.
all right, Derek, what do you got?
Get up. Stand up. Start dancing. Don't act like you don't want to. I did when I saw this, and I think we all had every right to, if you ask me. To the critics who gave this film 30%,
Yeah.
do you not have a soul? Like what are you made of? Like what kind of a rotten personality do you have to give this a 30%?
Yep.
You mean to tell me that you weren't sitting there dancing a little bit or you wanted to? Stop lying. Yes, you did. You were just like the rest of us. But we'll get into that hate later on. But this is a wonderful, wonderful film where at worst you're going to have a fun time. At worst. And the best we all felt. So those are that's my overall summary when it comes to this film here. And you're right, the acting is great. The director, Antoine Fuqua, I think is his name.
Yeah, something like that.
And I can't remember who the writer is. I think it's John something, forgive me. But everyone did such a wonderful job with this movie. Everybody. I don't care if it's the actors or behind the scenes. Everybody deserves a round of applause on this. Really, they do. And I'll give it again and again and again. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, as for me, I also agree with acting. Jafar Jackson was amazing in this. Very much, I agree that he looked like Michael, especially before he had all of the surgeries and plastic surgery. I thought he really resembled Michael, like from around the time Off the Wall.
Yeah.
I thought he really did there, and of course they did all the makeup and stuff to make him look like him as he started having more surgeries and stuff. And I thought they did a pretty good job. But he also captured the mannerisms, the voice, all of that. I thought was great. You mentioned Coleman Domingo; he was fantastic. Just overall, I thought it was a very solid film, and it's a story I thought that was relatable because even if you didn't have a dad that was as harsh as Joe Jackson, you can relate to a story of wanting to chart your own path and kind of do it away from your family, kind of do your own thing. And so that made it a story, I think, that was very relatable. And yes, I think more of the story or that part of the story, him wanting to do that, is because of the relationship with his father. But again, I think that's something you can relate to. I thought it was a very relatable story. So to me, I thought it was great. That being said, let's go ahead and jump into some spoilers.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
All right. We've got our spoiler warning up there. If you haven't seen the movie, that is your warning. We are going to talk some spoilers. But again, we're talking about somebody's life here, so we do know a lot. Yeah, we do know a lot of this stuff. Probably about the most, again, arguably the most famous person on the planet during that time. So, Lily, why don't you give us your thoughts on the film? Spoiler, anything that stood out to you, stuff that you liked, let us know.
Well, kind of going off of what you just said, that it is a very, very relatable story. What's actually kind of funny and not funny at the same time for me is that I did see this movie with my parents, and my dad was not as bad as Joe Jackson, but my dad is one of those very, very tough dads.
Mm.
And I can kind of see like the whole time I was getting very emotional when Michael was just kind of like, Dad, like, I love you guys, but I need to do my own thing. Like, you guys need to back off, and I need to be a different kind of creative, and I need to find my own path. And I felt that when his bodyguard was telling him, like, maybe you need to move out. And I felt that when Michael was like, no, I'm not ready to leave my family behind. Like, it's my family. And yeah, that hit me really, really, like, very intense, because I was like, yeah, I know what that feels like. I know what that feels like to have a dad who just wants you to succeed, and they're coming from a place where they want the best for you, but it's just really difficult sometimes because they don't really know how to show you that affection that you want as a kid sometimes. And like I said, my dad's not Joe Jackson levels because he was a little bit more ridiculous. I feel like he had his own like agenda, that he wanted everybody to be successful, to make money, and blah, 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 blah. So that's the difference that I saw there. But that did make me very emotional seeing all of that, because I was like, yeah, I can definitely relate to that. And seeing it with my dad was a little bit crazy, because I was like, yeah, Dad. Like,
Wow.
chill out.
Did I miss something in the movie? Why didn't they call Joe Dad?
I think that was the way it always was, because I remember from that documentary, or not documentary, that miniseries that they did, Jackson's The American Dream. I think they referred to him as Joe in that as well. Hey, Walter, how you doing?
Hey, Walter.
Walter, the man, the myth, the legend.
Our goat.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. You got to show me the t-shirt later.
Yeah.
But aside from that little emotional part that I did have in there, it was just so good. I put in my review that I really liked the way that they structured this movie, because there was a lot of emotional stuff in there with his dad and his family, and personal stuff. But I like the way that they would do all of the emotional things, and then they would give you kind of a couple of minutes to kind of sit with it. And then they would kind of slowly lead you into something fun. Like, they didn't throw you from like the emotional stuff into all of the fun right away, because it would just be way too much. So I really liked the pacing of it and how they did that. They kind of give you enough of how his dad was, and how physically abusive the dad was, without completely ruining the rest of the movie for you. Like, we did get to see one scene like that, which is so tough to watch.
Oh, it was
and yeah, it was just so brutal. So you can understand how he felt the way that he felt about his dad. And I thought that was enough. We didn't need to keep seeing that over and over and over again. So I like that they gave us all the emotional stuff, but then when they really gave us all of the really fun stuff, the concerts and the performances, the behind the scenes when he was doing the music videos, that was so much fun. Oh my gosh, I loved seeing that. And then I think one of my favorite scenes out of that entire movie was actually when he's trying to come up with all of the melodies of the songs, and you hear him kind of like making all and then lyrics that he's writing down. And then I love that he had all of his little affirmations up on there too. That was like really inspiring.
Yes.
I was like, oh my gosh, I kind of love that. I'm gonna start doing that and putting them on my mirror like every day just to like be a little bit more inspirational. But I love that entire sequence where we see him create, because a lot of musicians and a lot of pop stars now do not make their own music. They do not write their own lyrics.
No.
But the thing about Michael is that he was involved from the time of creating the song all the way to the music video and all the way to bringing that to the stage. Like there wasn't one particular thing that he wasn't involved in. Like he was so particular and detail oriented with everything. And I loved watching all of those sequences on there. That was so much fun. But yeah, if you guys couldn't tell, I love this movie. I'm gonna go watch it again. Like, it was so much fun. I think this time I'm just gonna let go and I'm just gonna start singing and dancing, and hopefully they don't kick me out. I'm gonna be taking out like the girls in the movie theaters. I don't know.
The passing out.
What's funny is Lily messaged me. She's like, I they were about to carry me out like that.
Yeah.
Yes, it's because I
Passing out.
know. Like I told you guys earlier, I kept forgetting where I was, and when the concert sequences would come up and everybody was like yelling and emotional, I was like, like, oh my gosh, I'm not actually at a concert. I need to shut up. Like, what am I doing? So yeah, hopefully we get a really good audience this weekend. I'm just gonna go for it.
There you go.
It was great. Go watch it.
All right. Derek, what do you got?
So I think the one thing that struck me the most, and I write this in my review too, is how much vision Michael had with his art. For as much as Joe was a heartless bastard, and I'm sorry, I'm going to call him that. He did something to Michael that probably sparked the fuel within him to be the absolute best he could be. He wasn't vengeful toward his father, but he took what his father did to him, internalized it, made it his own, and said, I'm flipping that into a positive, and I'm putting it out into the world, and I'm going to be the best at it. And you will not be able to touch me now. For as much as he still felt like his dad was lingering over him, and he was, let's face it, when Michael got on stage, no one touched him. Nobody did. And if he were here in present day, nobody would touch him now. It's still the same thing. No. Okay, Taylor Swift fans. Okay, Bieber fever. All right, all that. None of that. I don't want to hear any of that. Michael did it better than anybody. That was it. If you had been, for the folks old enough, you guys know, but for the youngsters out there, this was a man who was worldwide.
No,
and I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. People in Poland would start having seizures when they saw this man. Okay, that's how big this man was.
Yeah.
And how much of an amazing entertainer he was. And I think because he had that vision, and Lily, to your point, Michael was a perfectionist. He refused to let any little detail slip. And I think the scene in the movie for me that really where that showed was with Thriller, when he said, you got to film the feet.
Yeah.
You can't, you've got to show it. Like, people have to feel the dance. If you just shoot us up.
I said the same thing in my video review when I put it out on Friday. The same thing, that really stood out to me as a sign of his genius, because the trailer said experience his genius. That's an example of his genius.
Yes.
I was actually watching a little GQ interview with Jafar Jackson, and you reminded me of that, because the interviewer asked him, do you know why he used to wear the loafers and the white socks? And then Jafar was like, well, he never really said it, but to me, when I was, going through all of this, I feel like because you have such a contrast between the white socks and the black loafer and then the pants, what draws your eye there when he's dancing is the white socks.
Yeah. He wanted you to pay attention to his feet. That's right.
So that just reminded me, because that's the detail that he pointed to in the music video. So yeah, like he thought about everything.
Oh man, so when you see Billie Jean in this film, that moonwalk, that was when he introduced the moonwalk. A lot of people don't know that. That was the first time that happened. It was a Barry Gordy production.
Yeah.
And so Barry
Yeah.
Gordy
It was the
put him on
25th
stage.
anniversary of Motown, wasn't it?
Yes, that was. And that was the first time.
1988, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, it would have been 88.
No,
because
it was like 80.
It was 83, I think.
Yeah, it was,
Was it?
82, somewhere around
Oh,
there.
I guess
it was
so.
early.
Yeah, 'cause we're
Yeah.
saying that. I apologize. Yeah.
It's all right. It was the first
That
time.
was actually part of the promotion for Thriller.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was the first time he did the moonwalk. No one had ever seen it, which is why you look in the movie, it flashed to the audience. Everybody's like,
Yeah.
and so that is amazing in itself. Now, the cool part about, I mean, I don't know if it's cool. Maybe that's the wrong way to phrase it. But I guess the more uplifting part about Michael is that even if he didn't have a true father that like loved and cared for him, he had father figures throughout his whole career too. And they were mostly in the form of entertainment. He had a lot of father figures that taught him how to be the best. Barry, gosh, what am I just mentioned his name. Sorry.
Barry Gordy.
Barry Gordy was one of them. Quincy was another.
Quincy, yeah.
He had a lot of people that were there to help him along the way. And I love the fact that he wanted to make sure. I love the fact that the film gave tribute to that as well. Just the fact that, and his lawyer of all people, like a true dear friend to him. One page to Joe. With that fax, you're fired, Dad.
That was
so good.
Yeah.
I did not know that was Miles Teller until later. I'm like, who is that?
Yeah, that was such a big surprise when he came up. I was like, "Is that freaking Miles Teller? What the heck is this?"
I know.
You knew that right away. You knew that was Miles Teller.
Yeah, I like
I
that.
did
I had
too,
no clue.
Yeah, I did. It was great.
And by the way, I hate to interrupt, Eric, but the CBS exec, do you know who that was?
Mike Myers.
Yes, and nobody knew it. And the
No,
girl
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
told us. She's like, that was Mike Myers, because it said Mike Myers across the screen. We're like, where was Mike Myers? And she's like, he was a
You guys
CBS.
didn't recognize him?
I didn't recognize him, and I've seen it
I
twice.
Oh my god!
I didn't either.
Well, I started watching it. It took me a minute. I'm like, is that him? Like, that's him. That's Mike Myers. I'm not crazy. And then I look it up on my phone.
Okay, so it was just crazy. That, and by the way, that whole scene was awesome. I will take this and that away from you.
Yep. Well, and that was because he knew where he had to be. He wanted to get on all the platforms that mattered. He needed to get on MTV, and he knew it.
I didn't know that happened with MTV. That's pretty crazy.
I know, right?
That was
No, I think in real life it was a little different. Like, because the way they presented in the movie is that they're trying to get all three videos on there at once. I think it was actually separately, because I think Billie Jean already had a rotation on there by the time they had got to trying to push Thriller over on MTV. But the MTV not wanting to play certain artists, that was a thing.
That was a thing.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Wow,
yeah, crazy,
I didn't
right?
know that.
Yeah. It's very interesting. Sorry.
Josh has been well acknowledged lately with the little I don't like it.
I know it makes us all like, wait a minute, what's going on here?
No, honestly, that scene, Walter, I was like, we were just at the end. It just said his name, and my friend and I are looking at each other. We're like, where was Mike Myers? And this girl sitting right next to my friend was like, oh, he was the CBS exec. Oh,
Yes, yeah.
We're like, no way. I mean,
you can't hide that big personality under whatever they did.
No.
You could tell that was him.
Doesn't matter how much hair. Doesn't matter how much of a beard he's got. Doesn't matter the hairstyle.
that was
Apparently can hide it because I didn't see it.
yeah. None of us saw it.
Goodness, caveat, you got a point there. Josh is the smartest person on the panel. He caught somebody didn't even catch down there. Goodness.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was crazy. That was a great scene. I love that scene.
Well, I knew who he was.
You did?
I knew who he was. Yeah, like instantly.
Derek said he knew. I'm apparently the idiot up here who didn't see it.
Well, okay. I had to figure it out. Like eventually, I was like, wait, that's him. Like that's Mike Myers.
You looked it up at the end of the movie, or like, is that you were watching? You're like, is that Mike Myers? And then you looked it up to confirm.
No,
it.
I said that. No, I said that's Mike Myers. And I said I'm not crazy, and then I looked at my phone.
That's amazing. I had no clue. I have to go back and I wonder if you can watch that part on YouTube.
Maybe because I've seen like too much Austin Powers that,
Maybe.
that I just
Slash Wayne's World.
You know, Austin Butler was in it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Don't tease her. That's not nice.
Oh,
That
God.
reminds me, Lily, when we get off camera, I got a story to share with you about Austin Powers, about Josh.
He
And I.
wasn't another
Oh,
really wasn't his own biopic though, so you're not wrong.
That's true.
So the other thing that I wanted to just mention real fast about Michael is the fact that the bit of tragedy I got just from the film here is that he never had a normal life. Never. Not from the minute he was born. He had a relentless father that was looking to make money off him and his sons. And his daughter, probably his daughters too.
Yeah.
He didn't have real friends. The first shot in the film when he's a kid, he's looking outside watching other kids play.
Yeah,
it's so sad.
It is. Which I forgot.
And the father's like, Michael, come here.
Yeah, come here.
Eyes right here.
Time to rehearse.
Yeah.
Time to rehearse.
I forgot he grew up in Gary, Indiana.
Yeah. And then couple that with the fact that he makes friends with animals. Like, just walking down the street with the camel in LA. Like, no, you can't do that. Like, no.
No, the llama, right? It was the llama, I think.
That was a llama.
What difference does it make? You can't do that.
What's a camel? What? A camel is different than a llama.
You still shouldn't be walking down the street with it. You're not licensed for that. And then you have a chimp that's hanging out.
How about the giraffe? Forget the llama. What about the giraffe in the backyard?
Also there. Yes, also true. And then Latoya's serpent, his like the snake just hanging out.
Oh,
I guess she got ideas. So it was never ever going to be normal for him. But to his credit, I really believe this. He really tried to put his best out into the world. I think that's why you saw him hang out with like sick kids and like, always wanted to give an autograph and all those things. Oh, by the way, just from caveat, llamas are nice cats.
Llamas are cute.
They are. I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying you can't just own. It doesn't work that way. You can't just put them in your backyard and think it's going to work out. I think his mom even said that to him, right? And that was probably the most normal part of Michael's life, was hanging out with his mom, watching TV.
Yeah.
That was it. And that's what I took away from it was, even if you felt for the mom too, because in the film when she says I'm sorry, I should have protected you more. And then when he says it's not your fault, like that was heavy.
Yeah.
Right here. And that's how you knew, he's just how much he struggled, like pretty much through all of life, not just with his dad, but everything else too. But then, he turned it around and made the world his. So, man, props to him and props to this movie. I can't say
there we go. All right, Josh, what do you got?
Oh God, did I love this movie? This movie had it all. First of all, you see the way his father treated him, and you felt so bad for him. Like, it makes sense why he became the person he was. He wanted to get away from that family and do his own thing. And like they said in the movie, he wanted to be an adult. I think the part that I forgot all about was the Pepsi commercial. I forgot that he had gotten burned, almost died. I put that in my review, and the father could have cared less and was like, well, when can he go on tour with the Jacksons?
Yeah. He wanted his meal ticket.
That was
Well, he had already invested a lot of money in it. Because think about it, he had already done the deal with Don King. I'm sure he did the deal with. He was responsible for the deal with Pepsi and all of that. And so he was like, "Oh my goodness, this is all going to fall apart." And now because of this, I'm going to lose everything not just with Michael, but with the other boys. So he was thinking, financially down the line instead of worrying about what was going on with Michael at that moment.
Correct. That scene at Dodger Stadium when he basically says that this is their farewell concert. That took, guts.
That was a great moment.
It was. What was the other thing? I thought about I got home and my wife asked, could you have taken Charlie? I don't think so because of the belt scene. Right? I think that was really
heavy.
I don't think I could have done that. If that hadn't been in the movie, maybe. Because there wasn't really a lot of big issues, in the movie.
No, that's the only scene. In fact, Lily had asked me if it was family friendly, and I told her, other than that one scene, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
But I think my nephew's a little bit older than Josh's daughter, though.
How old is your nephew?
He's gonna be 12.
Yeah, he's a little older.
Because 12's probably.
A little bit older.
What now? How old is Charlie?
Charlie's
9. That was about to say
Oh
9,
yeah,
so.
no. Yeah, she's still too little.
Yeah, it would have been too tough. But just this movie had everything. Like I said, I gave it a 97% on Critic List. I just loved everything about this movie. Even Miles Teller did a great job. I loved the actor who played Barry Gordy and how he sat him down and he wanted to teach him how the keyboard works, the soundboard and everything. And his dad was like, nope, we got to go. And he was like, whenever you want to learn, come back to me.
But you see, that's the thing, Michael. It's documented that he did learn a lot from Barry Gordy. That he would spend time learning that stuff. So I think that's why they showcase that in the movie. Is that you see that's where his interest and some of his knowledge about how sound works and all that stuff in putting the music together, and then that goes into later where, like you said, Lily, you see him kind of crafting his own tunes and he's adjusting everything along with Quincy Jones and it's great.
Yeah.
What was I gonna ask you guys? Shoot, I just lost it. I did say my favorite scene was when he brought in like the Crypt gang and all of them and did Beat It.
That was,
and I actually
the Bloods and the Crips.
I actually ran to the bathroom real quick, and when I came back, they were on stage. And so but I really thought that whole part was.
What I like in that scene is when that one guy turns around and says, "Can I have an autograph?" And they're all, "Oh, it's from my sister."
Yeah.
But then he turns around and Michael says, "I'll get all of y'all autographs." And then all of them that had been pretending that, like, oh no, they're all, hey,
yeah. Well, and but then that gets back to the perfectionist thing too, because he included all of them with what he was doing dance wise.
Yeah,
he's like, move with me, and don't make let's not feel like it's rehearsed. Make it feel like it's natural, right? Natural movement, flow together, and he did that. He could just make things magical, and he did.
By the way, Derek, you said earlier about the animals and being friends. I think his driver was his best friend.
Probably. That was another one.
Probably.
He shared a lot of information with that driver.
Well, he was with him all the time. That was because he was his personal bodyguard.
Yeah, and he said, "You got to get away from them." Yeah, I mean, he was the one that
Joe's never going to stop being Joe.
Yeah.
No, he was. That acting from him though was so good. I was shocked Janet Jackson wasn't in it, but then my wife told me there was a big fight at the premiere. By the way,
that turns out.
I asked you.
That turns out that wasn't really the case. That they were apparently, though, there was some disagreement over early drafts of the script.
Yeah,
and so Janet didn't want to be a part of it, from my understanding. That's what LaToya said, that Janet had opted out of it, and there are 2 other Jackson siblings that we don't know if they opted out or not, but they weren't in the movie.
Which ones?
Randy Jackson, and it's the oldest daughter wasn't in the movie.
Huh?
Goodness, I can't remember her name. But yeah, they weren't in the movie, and there was some talk about that, but I know there was some disagreement over early drafts of the script. So
interesting. The other thing I mentioned was how Jafar Jackson was able to do such a good job and duplicate what his uncle did.
He did a great job, man.
I mean, just the acting at all sides was amazing.
Yeah.
Was amazing. God, that part when he tells Miles Teller, go ahead and you take care of my dad for me. And they send him a fax, and the whole theater's like, oh my God, a fax?
Yeah. The whole theater was like, oh.
Well, if you remember, it was Fire My Father.
How would you like me to do that?
How would you like me to do it quickly?
Yeah.
He did it quick, all right.
Your services are no longer needed.
Yep.
Sincerely. God. And then the mom protected Michael the whole time. Well, at the beginning. Exactly. Yeah. She really did. But this is my question. Was he living there? Michael was still living there.
Yeah.
Even though he fired his dad, right? Like he
still was living there.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think about.
It was a great scene between the mom and the dad when they had that little talk, and he's like saying how it wouldn't have been, none of this would have been possible without him, blah, 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 blah. And then the mom is like, no, all of this is because of Michael.
Yeah.
Don't forget that. I was like, yes. I'm like, yes, it was all because of Michael. I'm sorry, but like he's got all the talents and everything. Like, yeah, sure. The dad kind of pushed them to do all of that, but that's
and then when
God-given talent. Sorry.
And then when he says, "Oh, well, what about the boys?" Which really meant more, "What about me?" And then the mom goes, "They'll find their own path too. Don't worry."
Yeah.
Because at that point, like the brothers were already like married and starting to have kids and stuff because they were much older than Michael, right?
Yeah.
So I think the brothers were probably like, "Dad, we don't want to do this anymore." Like, what?
Well, good.
Why?
They mentioned it in the movie that Jermaine had stayed behind with Motown Records because he had married Berry Gordy's daughter, and so he tried doing his own thing. Like in real life, they try to say in the movie that they were going to be a quartet, but that wasn't the case. In real life, one of the other Jacksons, I think it was Randy Jackson, stepped in for Jermaine, and then again they rebranded as the Jacksons because they left Motown and they went to Epic. And then later, when you see the Victory Tour, they don't show it in the movie because, again, Randy's not there, but they were actually all 6 of them for the shows in real life.
Yeah.
Why didn't they want him, when he was in the sound booth, to move?
Because when you move, it messes up your microphone and the sounds involved.
Okay.
It's about sound quality. So,
all right. But no, excellent movie. I loved it. Bobo, take us home.
Yeah. There isn't much more I can say about this. But I do want to, again, to me, what really stood out with this film, again, yeah, exactly. What really stood out to me, again, it's the relationship with his father and wanting to chart his own path. And we see that story unfold from him as a kid and what he receives all the way up to adulthood when he finally breaks free from his father, because that's the complete character arc for him in this film, and that's the focus. And you see him, where when he fires his dad and he does the Thriller album and all that, he's trying to break free and do his own thing, but it still doesn't quite happen because instead of going on a solo tour for Thriller, he has to go do the Victory Tour. He gets guilted into doing the Victory Tour because his father's like, okay, well, I let you do your own album. I let you do that solo album. The one that's the top selling album of all time. I let you do that.
That one.
He said, now you're going to do this for your family. And so he guilts him into it. Of course, that's what ends up putting him into the position where he's in the Pepsi commercial where there were the unsafe conditions and whatnot. And he ends up, getting his head burnt. And I didn't realize how severe it was until I started doing a little bit of research after the movie, and I'm like, dang, this was a pretty severe injury, and I didn't realize it at the time because, I knew about the accident and whatnot, but I didn't realize just how bad it was. But so he gets guilted into this, and he even says, I'll finish the Victory Tour," I'll do this for my family, but then I'm going to do my own thing. And at the end of the film, well, not right at the end, but, leading into that last segment, he announces that this is our farewell tour as the Jacksons. It keeps it takes everybody off guard because his dad's like, I'm planning a whole international tour. We're gonna go to Spain, we're gonna go to Germany, we're gonna go here, and we're gonna go international. And all of a sudden, Michael's like, this is our farewell tour. He's like,
he went from smiles to this, like,
yeah. And so you get them in the back where he's like, Michael, what did you do? What did you do? And he just walks right past him.
Yep.
And I think that's the completion of the arc right there. That it doesn't matter what his father says anymore. I'm going to do my own thing. And then it closes with the Bad Tour, and that is his first solo tour. And that, to me, was the completion of the arc. And that's what really stood out to me, along with the little details. And you already mentioned one, Derek, with the Thriller video and stuff like that. So all in all, I thought it was an excellent film. It's a relatable story about wanting to chart your own path. And it's tough to tell a story like this spanning 20 years in a 2-hour movie and with such an iconic person. But I think they hit most of the notes that they needed to hit. Yeah. And overall, I understand why fans are just eating this up, and critics, you guys got egg on your face because you wanted something that's not in the movie, and you were judging a film based on something that's not there. You can't judge it on that. It wasn't included in because they couldn't do it. You have to judge it with what it's got, and I think it has the completion of an arc that's really good for this particular person, and to see that. Now we're going to get the second part, and then we'll see that other stuff y'all want to see. But for this story, his rise to stardom, I thought that it was perfect. I gave it a pretty good score as well. In fact, let's go ahead and get into those critical scores here real quick. Share my screen here. All right. So right now, Michael is sitting at an 88% with 122 votes.
Wow.
This real smart individual wasn't good.
Right there.
Dapper gentleman
looking guy.
Yeah, gave it a 90%. That's a t-shirt right there, that expression.
Yep.
That's a Lily expression right there.
So, yeah, I gave it a 90%. Let's see what we got here. The DT, 94%.
Nice.
Napper 19, 97%. Geekazoid, he posted his review over in our Criticalist group, 93%.
Good.
Are you kidding me here?
Thumbs down that right now. Thank you.
No.
Who is that? What?
Oh gosh, that new.
Who is it? My app right now, and
look at how it's jammed between 97, 93, 5%, and then 94, 100%. No. We got an 86%. Let's see, 100%. Jazzy saying another 100%, 100%, 100%, 80%. Vex Electronica 55%. No. 100%.
To be fair, she always gives really bad scores to everything.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, that's kind of along the.
It's kind of her thing. She wants people to thumbs it down.
So we got 89%, 100%. Lily, I know yours is around here somewhere. I think you put yours out a couple days ago.
Mine
correct?
Was like it was a while ago because I saw it on Saturday. So as soon as I got home, I put up the review.
You give it a hundo, right?
Here's one that gave it a 71%. That's still a rad score.
Yeah, it deserves so much higher.
Experiment 626, 90%. I know yours is down here, Lily, because I did see it.
Yeah, I think I was one of the very.
There it is, 100%. Lily. Yeah. Overall, we're getting most excellence. A couple of rads and a couple of sticks in the mud here, but overall. We have a lot of good scores for Michael. I think that this is definitely a most excellent film. Critics got it wrong with this one because, again, they wanted something that's just not there. You have to judge it based on what it is. And I think that what it is, it's a good character arc. And again, a very relatable story about a man who was very entertaining and during probably the most important part of his life, as far as when it comes to his stardom, it is during this portion of his life. And the second part, of course, will deal with more controversies and stuff like that. But this part definitely, that when it comes to stardom, that's, I think, his most influential part.
Let's go around real quick. Sequel, Bob? Yes, right?
Well, yeah, they've already announced that they want to do a sequel. So
yeah, I think they should do one.
I wanted to ask you guys a question. So what was your experience in your movie theater when the movie ended? Did everybody clap, scream? What?
Yeah, we got a standing ovation in my theater.
I got the same.
I don't think we got that. I mean, people were happy with it, but we didn't get like. I don't know why. It's LA. I don't know why we didn't get.
Of course, it had to be LA.
Not enough.
Of course.
It's LA. We don't stand up and clap.
Yeah, ours. Everybody went crazy, like crazy. Yeah, everybody stood up. Everybody was clapping and yelling, and nobody wanted to leave the theater. That was our experience too.
Well, you know who sat next to me in LA? Austin Butler.
Oh my god,
in the theater right next to me. How do you know it's LA? You never know.
Oh, gosh.
Would say something, but I'm not gonna say it.
She's like, I'm moving to LA.
No, I was gonna say he's not currently in LA, John.
Oh, okay. Well, it just shows the fact you know that. He's like, I have a schedule right here.
Leave her be with her, Austin.
Yeah, because he's actually sitting right over there. Just kidding.
Yeah.
You guys got anything else before we move into our last?
He's standing next to the X-wing.
Yeah. All righty. Let's go ahead and let's get into some final thoughts for the night. Take it away, Derek.
All right, folks. Staying a little bit on theme tonight. We all have a song, don't we? It's the song you can sing at karaoke. It's the song you know all the words to. It's the song that you can sing, dance to, rock out, whatever it is in your car, turn all the volume up, and you feel like it's yours. Even though it's not, but you still feel like it's yours, don't you? You know the one. Everybody has the one. What are your ones? Round Robin. Josh, what's the one?
Aerosmith, Dream On.
You could do better than that. Okay.
Shut up.
Lily, what's the one?
Oh my gosh, it's so many. It's because I listen to so much music. I don't have just one. I have so many.
Just the closest one that comes on the top of your head.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Probably Lady Gaga, Bad Romance.
Really? That's cool.
I love Lady Gaga. I love her.
It's most do. It's fair. Right, including Bob. That's one of his songs too, right, Bob? Or is it
oh yeah.
Your song, Bob. What's the one?
Oh, okay. I'm kind of like Lily. There's a lot that I could probably do. But okay. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to tell you the last one I did do karaoke.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So do you remember that song, The Streak by Ray Stevens?
No.
Yes. No. I do remember that.
You ever heard that, Lily? It's about a man who's running around naked, streaking across everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
It's a comedy song. But so I did the song karaoke and I'm sitting there dancing around and everything. And people were like, my God, how many drinks did you have? And I was like, none. I did that sober.
That's funny.
So that was the last one I did. Because for me, I like to do fun stuff like that. Josh will tell you, growing up, I did a lot of acting. And so I'm a little bit of a ham. So I like to ham it up. And so if I can entertain, try to make people laugh, then so I like to do stuff like that.
Fair enough.
Eric, what was yours?
Fair enough.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. The first, I have a lot too, but the first one that comes to mind is Sir Mix-a-Lot's Baby Got Back.
Oh my God. That's a good song.
So true story. I was in San Francisco visiting Derek, and we're in the car, and he starts jamming to Dixie Left, AC/DC, Thunderstruck. And every word of the song, pounding on the steering wheel, like right by the Golden Gate Bridge, and he's just like jamming.
Yeah, it was on our way up to Sonoma. I remember it. It was great.
No, when you picked me up from the airport. We didn't go up to Sonoma right away.
Oh, that's right. No, that's true.
You were jamming on Sonoma was a different story.
Yeah.
Sonoma, we still don't know how we got home.
Wow. How about this one? What is you guys' like current song obsession of right now? A song that you've been listening to.
Okay.
Oh God.
I got one.
What's that, Bob?
All right. So I kind of went down this rabbit hole with this a cappella group called Voice Play, I think is what they're called, but their bass singer. His name is Jeff Costellucci, and the range on this guy, because he's a bass singer, but he's got incredible range. He did a cover of Ain't No Sunshine, and oh my God, it's freaking good. I'll have to send you guys that one because it's freaking good. And then you mentioned Thunderstruck. When we get off stream, there's something I got to show y'all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very good.
Derek,
Lily, what
Josh?
about yours? Oh, we'll go to Josh.
God, lately, actually, I was just listening to the other night when Metallica did Enter Sandman at Virginia Tech, because I don't know if you know, for college football fans, that's what their entrance music is Enter Sandman. And they waited for the encore to do it. And, they played it, they hammed it up, as Bob would say. They were like, all right, have a great night, everyone. We'll talk to you later. And then all of a sudden they're like, no, we're just kidding. And they start playing it. And that whole stadium was rocking. And it was just like, it was awesome. So definitely Metallica. That was cool.
All right.
Salmon.
Derek.
Okay, current one. And by the way, Josh, just a point of order. Metallica is a Bay Area band. Thank you very much. And the 49ers come out to for whom the bell tolls. I'm just saying that now.
That's a great song. All of that whole album is awesome.
Just saying. Okay. Current one right now would have to go, I think, to a song. It's to the end credits of that movie Black Panther. I don't know. I love that song. I couldn't
No idea what it is.
All the Stars. I think it's All the Stars Are Broken.
Yeah. All the stars.
Come on.
Yeah. No, it's good, man. But Lolita, you gotta tell us.
My current one's actually, this is showing that I'm truly a Texas girl. I have two, and one of them is Post Malone. It's called Texas Tea.
Okay.
I'm gonna go see him in concert soon. So he's been on rotation on my And the other one that I cannot get enough of is one by an artist called Ella Langley, and it's called Choosing Texas. So I don't know. I'm like on a little country kick. I'm embracing my Texas, my Texas roots. But yeah,
there you go.
I'm playing that one in the car too.
I think a well-rounded person walks in and out of genres all the time. That's my personal opinion.
How about
I'm going from country to Michael Jackson? Like,
do it all.
It's craziness in the car.
How about this really quick? A concert you never went to that you wish you could go see?
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
So,
That's the one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jackson.
I think Michael Jackson. Elvis would have been interesting back in the day.
Elvis would have been so amazing too.
That would have been interesting just to see what that would have been. Yeah.
My mom is such a savage. As soon as this movie ended, she turned and looked at me and she goes, "So which movie did you like better, Michael or Elvis?"
Yeah.
Make your choice now.
I was like, "Mom, that is evil."
And remember, daughter, you're being recorded.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
You got anything else, Derek?
No, that's it. That's final thoughts from me. Great job, folks.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's been a good show tonight. I know we've talked a lot of Michael Jackson, but we kind of couldn't avoid it, talking about the film Michael. And we hope that you guys had a good time tonight. Also, hope you enjoyed those Dad's Turn to Talk t-shirts. We will get those in the mail out to everybody. So let's close up with some social media. Lily, where can we find you?
On X, you can find me at 300 Marys, of course. I'm posting a lot of stuff with Michael right now. And of course, I'm still putting out Project Hail Mary. So those two movies definitely are my favorites so far of the year. And then you can also find me on Instagram too at 300.marys too. So,
all right.
Oh, and
Josh,
Criticalist, of course.
Yeah, Criticalist. Yeah. Josh, where are we going to find you?
You can find me on Critic List. You can find me on here on Bob Loves Movies. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn.
Derek, what about you?
Here on at Bob Loves Movies, aka Was It Good, over on the Dad Certain Talk channel, with the old people on Facebook and LinkedIn, and of course Critic List.
And of course, you can find me here at Bob Loves Movies on the Dad Turn to Talk channel, Critic List. You can find me on X. Also, you can find me on Mondays on the MSK show. Josh found me over there.
Oh my God! Oh,
that's a whole nother experience.
Bad
But
idea, Josh.
Derek,
it
you
can
have
be
no
fun.
idea.
At times Walter knows what I'm talking about. But you can catch me there. Also on Fridays over on the Last Panel with Lapsed Comic and Gray Poupée and Willis Credia. You can find me over there. Warren's over there, Lunchbox Warren. So we have a good time over there on Fridays. This week we're going to be talking our favorite Stephen King films. So that should be a lot of fun. But we want to thank everybody for joining us. We hope that you guys had a good time. And we will see everybody next week. And we will let you guys know in the Critic List group what movie we're going to be doing next week. So you guys have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, folks.